Been doing this too long, don't know what's going on. Oh, is my life a wreck? Is it something I missed? My days repeat, it goes something like this. Wake up, blacked out at 2:45. I've become my own worst enemy. Late nights, bar fights, ain't nothing to me. I do this happily. Play the antitrust time and time again. We all bite the dust in the end. Just 2 more shots, then we'll make amends. Come join my revelry. So if you wanna fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be surely waiting, baby. I'll teach you all about real tragedy. Hey, kid, you're dead. We went a little hard again. Oh well, guess we're gonna waste another Friday night. We'll resurrect and do it all again. I know you, and I know you're burning out. So live a little. Hey, kid, you're dead. We went a little hard again. Oh well, guess we're gonna waste another Friday night. We'll resurrect and do it all again. I know you, and I know you're burning out. So live a little, you're burning out. So live a little, burning out. So live a little.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to BLOODPOOL, a Journey Punks Vampire the Masquerade Chicago by Night 3-part AP story. This is part 2 of 3. I am Dash Gierhart, and I'll be your storyteller for tonight's entertainment. And before we begin, I must reiterate that this story is intended for mature audiences only. This narrative within this content is all fictional, but it is very intense. So you have been warned. Now, I'll be reintroducing the cast just momentarily, and we'll be switching over there in just a few seconds. So please stay with us and enjoy tonight's story. All right. Welcome, everyone. Here we are. Here's the full cast of BLOODPOOL. This is part 2 of 3. Again, if you missed a clip before, I am Dash Gierhart. Pronouns are he, him. I am the storyteller of this 3-part story. And yeah, we hope you all watched the first part, which was on YouTube and Twitch. If you are not, go back and check that out. But yeah, we are continuing the story tonight. So let's go around and let's reintroduce ourselves. We'll be stating our actual player name and the character name for us, and pronouns for both. And if you're a vampire, go ahead and state your clan. And if you're human, you know, state that you're a human. You know, maybe you could state what club you were most into in high school to be your clan. Anyway, let's start with Canoodle.
My name is Anna, also known as Canoodle. I play Marceline. We both go she, her. I'm part of the Tremere vampires.
Awesome. Yay. And Janine.
Hello, my name is Janine. I am also known as Blips and Chits, and I will be playing Prudence, also of the clan Tremere.
Yay. And Kiwi.
Hi, I'm Kiwi, and tonight I will be playing as Slater of the Toreador clan, and both of us use they them pronouns.
Awesome. Claire.
Hello, I'm Claire. On the internet as Claire after all. I'm playing Stevie Cole. I use she, her pronouns, as does Stevie. I am a human woman.
Were you into chess club? Were you into coin collecting club in high school?
I
Or
was
Stevie?
student council president.
Okay, so you were one of the cool kids. Got it.
In a tight run campaign.
I was on student council as well. Cool. And last but not least, Jay.
Hey, I'm Jay. My character's name is Charles Darling, but he is affectionately called Chaz, even if the person calling him Chaz doesn't admit that it's affectionate. We are both he/hims. What was the other thing I was supposed to say?
Human.
Yeah,
And because the vampires have like cool clans, you can state like what club you were most into in college or high school, either one.
What club he was into? He was as undergrad, because he's at Columbia right now doing his doctorate. His undergrad, he was a disc golfer.
A disc golfer, got it.
Not Fro.
Wait. Is this Chaz or is this Jay?
Yeah, which one is it?
I
need to
never
know the
played
truth.
disc golf, I promise. I
Okay.
had a
You know what?
radio
I'm
show.
ending this call.
I keep thinking that you and I played one time for some reason.
We played
in real
ultimate
life.
frisbee.
Yeah, we played
big
way cooler. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, let's not. No.
Okay, never mind.
Let's not do-
Wow.
We were cool. No, okay.
Back to this
Oh.
man-hating stream.
We deserve
Back
it.
to
we're
Miss
back.
Injury
Yeah.
immediately, please. Thank
We're
you.
back. All right. Back to the story. All right. So, in the last session, it was crazy. What was crazy cool, I should say. There was a show. There was a awesome show by Prudence's band. That Stevie and Chaz. By the way, Jay, does Chaz prefer Charles or Chaz? Like, what? It's a little unclear. I have Chaz in the overlay underneath you, but does Chaz prefer Charles or Chaz? What do you want him to prefer?
He prefers Charles.
Okay, do you want me as a storyteller refer to him as Charleston?
I'm gonna leave that up to you, because it is very funny when he corrects people.
Okay.
But
Sure.
really, you know him as Chaz.
I can call you whatever you want me to call him.
Yeah, it's kind of like how character doesn't want to be called that. Like, why do they all keep calling me She-Hulk? I'm not She-Hulk. It's until like she gets a cease and desist. Spoilers. But anyway, Chaz is
So
fine.
either
You can
way.
call me Chaz.
Got
There's
it.
just one person who's gets away with it, and then nobody else does.
Right.
Yeah.
Won't get away with it. Okay, cool. So there was a show. It's Prudence's band, and Prudence's band was playing at Slater's venue. And we are in Chicago. If no one is aware of that, it's the audience. Yes, we are in Chicago. It was in the West Loop, where the show was, and Stevie and Chaz went there. And Chaz's esteemed colleague, Double Dr. Johnny, tagged along. And so they went, and they also met Marceline and Slater, and eventually Prudence, who's the star of the show. But shit went down throughout the show because, Johnny was so enthralled with Prudence, that they ended up finding their way to the back room with Marceline and Slater and Prudence. And Stevie and Chaz were not aware that Johnny was actually a vampire hunter. He was a part of the Second Inquisition. But Prudence and Slater Prudence and Marceline were able to eat him. They sucked him dry of blood, and he's dead. But it's very worrisome to know that the Second Inquisition are out there and striking, and they could be anywhere. They could be anyone. They could be tapping phones. They're very technologically savvy. They could be listening to phone calls. They could be your best friend. They could be your grandma. Anybody could be part of the Second Inquisition. So with that said, right now Slater, Prudence, and Marceline are okay, and so far Stevie and Chaz don't know that Slater, Prudence, and Marceline are vampires, or a part of the kindred, as they say. A spell, what was the spell Prudence put on Chaz again, Janine? It was wiped his memory, right? And Stevie, wasn't it?
It was, well, I very successfully cast, that's a good question.
Well, whatever the spell was called, like, you wiped his memory.
I was
at
able
least
to wipe his entire memory of the last, like, several hours, and I'm like, you don't remember anything except for getting hammered because you met some cool people who thought you were cool, but you didn't really get their information. You just, you had a good time, and you're pleasantly surprised that you don't have a hangover. You just can't remember shit, because that's how blackout drinking but hydrating be doing you.
Does Chaz remember that Johnny is dead? Does he think that Johnny's still alive?
He doesn't remember Johnny being there at all.
So to his knowledge, his colleague, annoying double doctor Johnny is still alive, to his knowledge, from what he thinks. Okay, cool. Good to know. So Stevie and Chaz did leave the venue, and some texty happening in the cab as they were leaving. And right now, Chaz and Stevie are in Stevie's apartment, and Slater was a driver and ended up following them, and is right now Spider-Man like hanging from outside of the balcony, listening in on Stevie and Chaz. So that is where we are right now. And Stevie, please remind me, where is Stevie's apartment in Chicago? Like, what neighborhood?
Yeah, I live in a doorman building. I think she probably lives like in Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would think too, yeah. Lincoln Park.
In a doorman building. David, my doorman, knows me well, and yanked Chaz into the building.
All right. So we're in Lincoln Park in Chicago. Stevie's outside. Spider-Man like hanging outside of the balcony.
Slater's outside.
Sorry, Slater's outside. Sorry, Stevie's S names. Stevie's inside. Slater's outside. Chaz is inside. Doesn't remember a goddamn thing. He's been bewitched. He's been a spell has been put on him, and now he's Prudence's. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that could happen. But that is happening. Where is Marceline, by the way, right now?
She was just back with Prudence.
Okay, so you're hanging out with Prudence because you both ate Johnny.
Yeah, Prudence told her to come right back. So.
Right. Okay. Well, all right. I think we're about ready to get going. Before we get going, though, I just want to say to the vampires, you each start off right now with 1 hunger dice. So.
Myself included.
Yep. You had a full night.
You ate a man.
Man.
Okay, you ate a man. That was not satisfying.
Yeah, well, it's like eating a bag of potato chips.
Oh,
it was like
no, that was
so good.
But you also split ate a man. Like, you didn't eat
it was
fully
half and
one
half.
person.
Basically
it was half
an appetizer.
Yeah, it's like eating half of a breadstick, an Olive Garden breadstick with another person.
when the chef comes out, it's like, I'm trying something. You want it's like a taste on the little spoon. You know,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Chaz's douchebag double
so
doctor
bad.
friend Johnny. Yeah, wasn't
double
satisfying.
Dr. Johnny.
And also Prudence has been, using a lot of energy tonight with playing her band. And also, I don't know if I noticed in the recap is that Prudence's band all quit. So Prudence may need to recruit some new band members if Prudence wants to keep the band going. So we'll see what happens with that.
Is the band.
Prudence is the band, absolutely. But can Prudence play drums, bass, guitar, and keys all at the same time and sing? Probably.
Synth.
Yeah, synth. Sorry.
Just start on the synth and it's all good.
Synth. So yeah. But Prudence is gonna need some more blood eventually. Johnny's wasn't enough. So yeah, the vampires start off with 1 hunger dice. For those who don't know, whenever a dice pool is put together for vampires with any hunger dice, they have to roll with that hunger dice. And the only way to get rid of that hunger dice is to drink blood. And also you have to be aware of your humanity as you attempt to suck the blood of either animals or the best and really the most nutritious, fulfilling blood, which is human blood. But again, we'll see how that goes underway. All right. So here we go. Imagine like the credits come up. We see BLOODPOOL, Journey Punks, Vampire the Masquerade, Part 2 of 3. The credits fade out. It's a black screen. And we fade from black. And we are in a very very dusty, very rudimentary, basic looking brick house. There is no sink. There is a wooden table with 4 chairs. There is a back door that leads to woods outside. And there's a window where you can see there's an overcast. And we see Prudence. But Prudence isn't dressed in Prudence's awesome, like, punk rocker, awesome leather and show like gear. Prudence is in a long dress. A long, like, sort of like faded from white dress. Prudence's hair is pulled up back in a bun. And Prudence is looking outside towards the backwoods from what seems to be a small house with no technology at all. And then you see on the imaginary Theater of the Mind screen, you see that it is actually the year 1662. And you see a man walk in the door. And this man has long, like, faded brown hair, pulled back in a braided ponytail in the back. He has a blue jacket on, very tall boots, with a very dirty undershirt. And he has a muzzle loader on his shoulder. And he comes in and goes, "Ah, my darling, how are you today? I see that you are getting accustomed to the evening, night, or really it's daytime still. Do note that you soon will not be able to resist even the slightest sunlight as you do. Do not stand outside, or you will in fact explode or just keel over dead. But how are you doing? How are you? How are you doing with the transition?"
This is not what you promised me it would be.
Oh, yes, it was more of my selling point to try to get you, more intrigued to, the after unlife, I should say. Not really, you're not a ghost. You're still functioning in this world, this physical plane. You're unliving now. Isn't it great?
Is this what you call your life? Is this?
Yes. Yes. This is my unlife. And now my unlife includes my unliving wife. Unlife with an unwife. Isn't it great? Do you want some blood?
I would love to be your unwife.
Oh, like divorce. We don't do that. Only the Church of England does that. We are in Massachusetts. We are not in England. We don't divorce. We may be vampires, but we're still Christians. You seem unhappy. Do you regret this?
And I'm
You
confused, and I'm angry.
Well, hold on. I got something for you. And he goes back, and there's a bag that's near the door. It's like a burlap sack, and he puts the sack, and you would think that there'd be potatoes in it, but there's not. There is. It's literally the head of a man, and he pulls it out, and it's gushing blood from the neck, and he just scoops out like a big wad of blood. He goes, you have to try some of this. It's so good. Here is a cousin of mine. He sucked. Now we get to suck him. He's so good. He's on my mother's side, by the way. The not fun side. They're too boring. And this one was mean. This is Gierhart. Do you want some of Gierhart?
And I kind of like dry heave, but with the realization that nothing is coming out yet. And as my hunger starts to become overwhelming, I join in the feeding.
How do you feel as you take your first sip of blood, your first taste of human blood?
Refreshed.
Yeah.
So refreshed.
See, look how much better you seem like. You have so much more energy.
Is this how I must survive now?
Yes, but there's so much more to unlife than there is to life. You have powers. You'll never age. You get to live forever. And I don't know, maybe if you just eat the people that aren't very nice, that are bad Christians or bad people, you won't feel so bad about when you eat human blood, when you drink human blood and kill them. Right? Like, for me, so, for instance, Gierhart, he liked having slaves. I didn't think that was a good idea. I thought that was wrong. So I decided, yeah, I'm going to kill him. And I'm going to eat his blood. And guess what? His slaves are free, and he's dead, and we're replenished with blood. Because we need blood. This man was a detriment to society. So...
all men are a detriment to society.
Right, except this one, right? Because I'm your husband. And he digs more into the head, the chopped head and the neck, and he starts to like pull open the eyeballs, and he squeezes the blood out of it, and just kind of just.
You are repulsive.
I'm a vampire. Sorry, kindred. We say kindred. So. Are you still sad or upset that you killed your first husband?
I didn't kill him.
Oh, I thought you did. Oh, interesting. So you didn't kill them. All right. But you do love me more than him, right?
Me, sold to you as good as chattel to further the ends of my father. Of course I hate you too.
Well, you know, I can't help but like what you're saying. It's just, I like you so much that, I should say I love you so much that even when you're saying mean things, it makes my heart happy. So feel free to say things like that to me anytime you want. I prefer honesty than fakeness. So, what would make you happy? I'm your husband. I should be the person to, you know, give you that, right? What would make you happy, Prudence?
And I look down at the blood that's covering my, kitchen floor in irritation. The
head of my father. The head of your father. Well, I noticed the sun should be down in the next 5 to 10 minutes. We can go get him tonight if you want. Like, we could go kill him. Kill your father, if that's what you wish. I will do that for you.
Her eyes shift from the body to him and out the door.
Okay, hold on. Just wait 1 second, Prudence. Don't move. And he looks outside, and then the sun is finally set. Okay, now go. You can go now. Just I didn't want you to die because the sunlight wasn't completely gone. So now it is night. So you go outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so, what's that?
I am going to head towards my father's home.
You notice as you're flying, or you go towards your home, and you start to levitate, a little uncontrollably too. You start to like your feet start to go up, and your whole like body starts to like shift in a horizontal way.
I hold my skirts down and still move with intent.
So, your husband is he's running. By the way, everybody, if I didn't say earlier, as a storyteller speaking, the husband, I have it written down over here. The husband is named Charles.
Oh.
Windsor.
No.
To everybody else, but to his wife, he goes by
Gareth Winthrop.
Gareth. How you spell the last name?
Winthrop.
Winthrop. So he has two names, but
it's some of our alma mater.
By Gareth
but,
Winthrop.
Yeah.
So Gareth looks up at his wife as she is levitating, and he's like, "Do you need a hand?
Don't touch me."
Oh, sorry, I won't touch you. Okay, I'll meet you at your father's house to kill him. Do you need any tips on flying?
I'm gone already.
Okay, yeah, Prudence just like goes straight to the house. So you see his house, you see your father's house. It's a house that you used to live in as well. Very 1600s colonial American, old-looking brick house, very small. Looks like there's maybe like 3 rooms inside, only 1 story, with the chimney coming out. Brick, all made with brick. Do you land and go inside?
I attempt to.
Okay. So the door.
I approach from the woods surrounding the house.
Great. Good idea. The door is locked. What do you do?
I tap on the window.
You tap on the window, but nothing happens. Someone comes to the door.
I begin to pull and push on the door in attempts to, not knowing my strength, I suppose, in an attempt to just pull the door open.
So for this, Prudence, I'm going to have you do a roll.
Mm-hmm.
So what I need you to, your dice pool is going to be made up of your strength plus your athletics.
Okay. Well, that's 1 success.
Great. That's all you needed. So it's just a normal success.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're able to pull open a door. You are able to pull it open where it only breaks the wood that's like in between holding the little like clicky part of the doorknob. So not much damage. It's not messy, but it's open now. And inside, you notice that there is a bed that's off to the left, and your husband, sorry, not your husband, your father, looks like he is rolling over to see who's coming inside. And he has like a nightcap on. He's in his pajamas, and he looks over. He goes, "Prudence, what are you doing here? I'm settling off to bed. You should be with your husband."
Would pay you a visit.
What?
Thought you would like to see me.
Not. I'm going to bed. No. I need to sleep. I have to get up early in the morning. Unlike you, I have to work. I can't just be married off and have someone take care of me.
It's very important.
What? And he rips off his nightcap. What is it?
The man the man you married me to. He's a monster.
You'll get used to him. That's what marriage is. We're all monsters to each other at first, and sometimes again later. You think your mother and I thought each other the best of each other? No. You get used to it, though. That's what marriage
think
is.
that you understand. And I step through the threshold of the door and bring my hands in front of me. And they're not covered in blood, but you can see like the stains of something that looks like it shouldn't be there.
What's on your hands? What's that smell? It smells like
the
metal.
Evidence of the monstrosity that you wed me to.
What are you getting at? This is very strange behavior.
I stride over to the bed and thrust my hand into his face and grab his face.
Prudence, what are you doing?
It smells like blood. This is the blood of an innocent man.
What did you do? What did you do? And Gareth arrives at the door as well, in the doorway, and he looks at Prudence holding her father. He's like, honey, do you need help with this? I could just, whoosh, and chop his head right off. And he goes, what are you two doing? Prudence, get your hands off of me.
And I kind of like push him to the floor by the face.
What is the meaning of all this?
Are your ears open now? This man threatened to rip your own head off.
Yes, girls, why would you threaten to behead me? Are you too drunk? Are you celebrating your new marriage by drinking and attacking your own father?
I told you after he died, I didn't want to do this anymore. I loved him, and you married me off to the next person who would purchase me. Like, I mean nothing to you.
Well, that's the way things are, daughter. That's the way things are. You just have to go with it.
I see.
That's the way the world works.
I am going to bare my fangs, and I bite him.
Okay, so you're gonna go in for the kill, right? So for this, I need you to do a, let's see here. This is gonna be a mix of your strength and your...
I still didn't pick anything that made me being violent easier. Damn it.
And your athletics, and you get to choose one more. That makes somewhat sense with this.
Okay. Survival.
Survival? Okay.
Think, right?
Add those up. So this is past Prudence, but past Prudence still, because you only got a little bit of blood with the head guy, Gierhart. So you're just going to have one blood or hunger dice roll with this. And you need, the difficulty you need for this is 3. You need 3 successes.
So I got a crit and 2 regular successes.
Did you get a regular crit or a messy crit?
Sorry, what?
So the regular crit would be with your regular dice. If you got a critical with your hunger die, then that would be a messy critical, and I can tell you what happens there.
Let me roll my hunger die. Hey, babe.
And that would be it'd be a 10 on the hunger die would be a messy critical. 69 would be success, and then anything below that is a failure. And crit failure is 1, or a bestial failure.
9.
Okay, so good thing. Okay, good. That's a good thing. So to not get a messy critical on the hunger die. Okay, so you very successfully kill him. Could you describe the blood taking of your own father?
So I grab him by the throat. This is what you've done to me. And I kind of just snap his neck. Not enough to like kill him on that first one, but like enough wrenching pain. And I bring my mouth to his neck, and I suck it like a fucking Capri Sun. Old shriveled body begins to shrivel just slightly more. As all of his life force is drained.
And you feel more powerful. And
I hurl his body at Gareth, enraged.
Whoa! And the body gets thrown at Gareth, and they both roll outside. And Gareth like looks at it like, ah, my new jacket. Do you feel better now, honey? Are you happy now? He's dead. Do you feel rejuvenated? Do you feel stronger now? Do you feel more powerful?
I suppose that you did give me that power.
Right. I did.
Even if you lied to me.
Well, would you have taken it if I told you the truth? Probably not. But aren't you happy you have it now?
And as I like walk past him, I kind of give him a firm shoulder check, and this is acceptable.
Well, aren't you and I gonna be a power couple in this era? You see, I was thinking, and if this doesn't sound fun to you, please, correct me, post a different idea. But I was thinking that you and I could go and suck the blood of all the people, all the men, because you hate men, right? That are killing the witches, and they're not really witches, but that are causing the Salem witch trials. I figured we could do that. We get the ones that are accusing those who are not even witches, and even if they were witches, who cares? They're cool. Like, we go kill those men that are like hyper religious and are killing people and burning to the stake. And right? But we're doing a good thing by ridding the world of those people. Just like you did a good thing by killing your father. Sucking his blood. I'm proud of you. Now, if you follow my lead and you listen to what I say, always and forever, you will have a great unlife. But you have to know that what I say is the final word on everything. Can you do that, Prudence?
And I think that so Prudence does live with this man for 100 years or so, just stewing in it, just stewing in her rage.
This piece of shit.
This piece of shit. So, for now.
All right.
But there will always be the day coming that you also get what is coming to you. Much like all wicked men in this world.
Sounds fun. I can't wait. I look forward to it because I love you. Fade to black. And we jump back to the future. To the present. And now we are in the dressing room, and Prudence is looking at herself in the mirror, and your band clothes, and Marceline is on a chair in the back eating candy, and you're in a gaze looking at yourself, Prudence, from this memory, and it's you two in the dressing room. Slater's not there. The band has already left. Chaz and Stevie already left. You've already put the spell on Chaz. The body of Johnny has been pushed off to the side. And yeah, Prudence is looking at herself in the mirror. And it's now 2022.
Stinks in here. We've got to burn that thing.
How are we supposed to get rid of it?
I pick up my phone from across the room and like walk over, and I'm just kind of like kicking the body to the side as I pass every single time because I'm so irritated by it. It's still fucking here. And I'm going to phone a friend. Down at the coroner's office.
Who are you texting? Oh, the person that
Just a friend.
just a friend. Okay.
Yeah. I know a guy. I'm using my I know a guy card.
Gotcha. That'll clean up the Johnny body.
Johnny body. It's like, I can't keep doing this. Why are you? What the fuck, man? My little thrall, do as I say.
You hear some knocks on the door, and they're very like hesitant. Like, I don't want to disturb her knocks.
Do you want me to get that?
Keep the door cracked. Don't let them see inside.
I peek through the door. It's like this.
Hello? Hi, we're here. Hey, Marceline, we're here to, I don't know if you know me, but I'm Bobby, and I'm one of the new security guards, and I just want to say that, we're here to clean up the mess that Prudence, texted us to get out, but if this is a bad time, just let us know, and we'll come back later.
Please hold. I close the door. Some guy named Bobby is here? To do the body thing? Do we trust him?
And I kind of come to the door, and I'm going to, like, assess this man.
Okay.
And,
do you want to use one of your skills?
I think that I would love to use one of my skills.
One of them would be investigation. That's just that, but there's others you can use too. That's just like one. Yeah.
Insight or
okay, that would be definitely one.
Intimidation, maybe.
For this, I can I'll allow 3 different skills, a combination to make your dice pool. So insight, intimidation, investigation, maybe.
I don't have anything in investigation, but sure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So insight, intimidation, that give you a dice pool of 3. You can add one more skill. Yes. Definitely.
Oh, okay. So for my attributes, I'm gonna use.
Yeah, you can use an attribute to add to that.
Intelligence.
So it'll be 3, 4, 6. So 6, you're gonna roll with your hunger die because you're present Prudence now. So you replace one of that with your hunger die. So it'll be 5 regular dice, 1 hunger dice, and the difficulty for this would be you need 3 successes.
A 10 counts as 2 successes, right?
10 regular dice. Yeah. No. Yes. A 10. Yes. Sorry.
So
that would be a
rolled
critical success too.
My regular dice, so that's 1 critical success and
Great.
1 regular success.
Great.
And here comes my hunger die.
Here we go.
7.
Okay, so that's a regular success. So that's good. That's good. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, you definitely can assess that the new security guard, that he and his coworkers are legit. That they're just kind of.
Do they seem as idiotic as the other ones?
They do, but they don't pose. They don't pose a threat, and you can assess this for sure. That these guys are just working their shift.
Make it quick. Where's your bag?
Hey, Billy, you got your? And he goes, yeah, I got it right here, dude. And he's got the. I
like how they're all from California.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, bro. I got a backpack. So it's a backpack.
Billy,
he's
Bobby, and the body bag backpacks.
Can we like go in and get the body? And keep in mind, you do also know Prudence that they're vampires too. They're just kind of lowly, just doing a security job shift bag. Not there's anything lowly about it, but they're just like they don't care about the higher ups of anything. But yeah, so they're there to get the body. Can we walk into the dressing room, Prudence? Is that okay?
I step aside, but not quite. They have to angle themselves to not touch me. Yeah. They know.
I go sit back on the couch on my phone.
Hey, Marceline, what's up? Nice to see you. You can tell one of them kind of has like a crush on Marceline. It's like, I like your hair.
Still not interested.
Cool. Okay, I'll come back and I'll buy one of the t-shirts from my mom. Okay, we're just gonna squeeze it here, and then they go over to Johnny, the body, and they kind of like use their vampire strength to like fold him and crunch him and stuff him into the backpack. They crack his legs like they're crab legs, and they like crunch him and they smush him on, and then they zip it up, and they go, all right, Okay, all right. I think we got it all in the backpack. We'll go take care of this. And we do notice there's some a little bit of blood left inside. Would Prudence and Marceline, would you want any of that, or could we have it? It's all yours if you want it.
I open up my pouch, my little juice pouch. I have them fill it up.
Okay, we have to get him out of the backpack if you want. I should have asked before we smushed him inside.
Well, do it.
Okay, so dude, I know an idea. We lift up the backpack and we just kind of squeeze it upside down until it goes into her juice pouch. Okay, so they do that and then they ring it, crunch it and ring the backpack, and then it fills up your juice pouch, Marceline. So you have about
I just turn to Prudence and I just go, we gotta talk to Slater about who does the hiring here.
They do the hiring here. They need help.
We're so sorry if this isn't good service.
Oh, no,
we'll get out of here.
I'm just saying in general. I'm not talking about you guys.
Oh.
Just in general.
Okay.
Something I'm curious about for the future vampires I meet.
Talking about you guys. Go do your job before we have more complaints.
Okay. We'll get out of your hair. All right. Bye, everyone. So they run out with the backpack, and now they leave. So Marceline, you do have your pouch of blood. Keep in mind, you have one hunger die. Do you drink it now?
How much will it fill up though?
It's a sip. So you can drink it all together. I'll consider it a sip of a Capri Sun pouch of blood, of human blood. That'll get rid of your one hunger die for now.
Okay, yeah.
So you drink
it.
Oh no,
so, okay. I'll wait because I'm not hungry yet.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna hang on to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you keep on.
Put it back in my purse.
Great. So now it's just you two still.
Well, you said you weren't sure if you successfully wiped that woman. What do you mean?
Usually people don't pass out after I do it. Well, I've done it a couple times.
Was she awake when you dropped her off?
She was dazed. But I feel like she was kind of out of it. I don't know. I don't trust it. I'm not as good as you with these things yet.
Text Slater and see what they've done with the other man.
Okay. Okay, so I text Slater.
Slater, do you read the text?
I'm hanging onto the balcony.
Cut back
and
to
I'm
Slater.
Fuck. And I feel my phone vibrate in my pocket. And I'm trying to carefully, while still holding on without falling. And I'll pick up my phone and read the text.
Marceline, what does the text say?
Just picture the most millennial grammar ever with no capitalizing, no punctuation,
Of course.
Goes, hey Slater, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use swipe to text because it's easier. And I'm gonna text back, oh, just hanging out. And then and then I'm gonna go back and text Prudence separately. Beep, 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 beep.
Well, knowing how useless I am.
Listen, I know you. I think I know at this point that you would never text me on your own.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna text Prudence instead.
Prudence, do you read Slater's text?
I heave a heavy sigh because I'm delegated this task for a reason.
Yeah, you feel the vibration.
Yeah, and I look at the text.
Okay, cool. Slater, what does it say?
Hey, I dropped off the guy, but ... He wanted to go to the woman's apartment, so now I am on her balcony? ? Yeah, I'm definitely on her balcony. ... I'll let you know when I find out.
I
Cool.
read the text and kind of just chuck the phone across to the couch, and I'm just like, this is. We could have had
So-
3 dead
sorry.
bodies.
Slater
now we
hasn't
have-
responded to me yet.
Don't worry, dear. I got it.
Okay.
So Slater,
Tell him I say hi.
they don't know, you didn't say where you're at, right? Just want to make sure I know that. You didn't let them know where exactly you're at?
No, I just,
Okay.
well, yeah, I just said that I am at Stevie's apartment.
Okay, so they know you're at Stevie's apartment. Okay, right, at the woman's apartment, you said. Great.
Yeah.
So, so the camera stays on Slater outside, and you have your phone in your hand. You just text Prudence. We see in the wide shot that Stevie and Chaz are in the apartment with Slater outside of the balcony, hanging out. You can hear anything because the door is open. The window door is open, so you can hear what they're saying inside. So we kind of tighten in on inside the apartment where we have Stevie and Chaz, and Chaz has just come up to the apartment.
He like
Hey.
rushes over to him immediately. Oh my god. Hi. She is gonna grab his face and turn his head to look at his neck. And then like step away. Hi. What?
It's good to see you too.
Yes.
After what has it been? How many years?
10, but also
Yeah, 10 years. And you
Less?
just want to go and snap my neck?
no.
I guess we're just gonna jump right back into it.
Where
huh?
were you tonight? Okay. Wait, what?
Right.
That's not even the Okay. No,
Okay.
hang on. I don't want to talk about the last time we saw each other. I want to talk about the most recent time we saw each other.
The most recent time we saw each other, oh god, what was it? Some house party.
Chaz.
And that was like, I think
Chaz,
we cut
Chaz,
contact
I just
after
said
that.
I don't want to talk about that.
The time before that,
where were you tonight? You were with me. You were with us. We were. Oh my God, they did it. It worked.
The
It
last
worked on you.
thing-
It didn't work on me, and it worked on you. And I just, when you remember this, it's gonna be really funny that it didn't work on you and it worked on me. But what?
What are you talking about?
Your friend Johnny. Your friend, Doctor.
Mentor, friend. We're on a first name, and I mean first name, not nickname
So
basis.
he calls you Chaz. I'm sorry. Okay. Admittedly a lot is going on at the moment. Okay.
I
don't know. This is
don't
gonna
know
sound
how you know
crazy.
Johnny. Is this like a...
Okay, you texted me earlier and I show him the Facebook message, but you messaged me. We saw each other at the show earlier.
It seems out of character. Why
Well,
would I do that?
you were probably influenced heavily by Johnny, your mentor slash
I
friend.
might have. Wait. You keep talking about Johnny like you've met him.
I have met Johnny. Johnny is dead also. Which you saw. If you like look at a picture of it, maybe if we stick your head under some cold water, can I hit you really fast? I'm not really sure how to get
I
memories
think I'm gonna
back.
go.
Well, no,
This- you're
please don't
going
leave.
through
Please don't leave.
something.
Please don't leave.
I
She,
go
like,
to,
grabs
and I'm
his
starting to
hand.
walk down the hallway back
Pause.
downstairs.
Pause.
Chaz.
Slater. So this is before Chaz has left the building or left the room, left the apartment. So they're still both in the apartment. Slater, you're hearing all of this. I need you to do a check for me.
Okay.
And this is to not like, because it's getting kind of windy, even for you as vampire to like, stay steady, hanging out, because you've been hanging outside of the the balcony for a pretty long time. I need you to do a dexterity with your etiquette dice pull. Dexterity plus etiquette,
Okay.
which I see is only 3.
Mm-hmm.
and you need includes your hunger die too. And for this you need at least 2 successes to not make any noise.
Okay.
Not to fall off, just not make any noise.
Okay.
As you're getting your footing.
Ooh, wait.
2 successes.
Hold on. I critical success on the hunger dice, and then I got 2 regular. On the.
Isn't that bad?
It's a messy critical.
Wait.
That's
Wait.
not good.
No.
That's not good.
That's fine. I thought that was fine.
Nope.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
I mean,
So
That's
you
fine.
hold on to, you don't make any noise, but your strength is so powerful it's staying still and strong and steady on the balcony that the force of it reverberates, and what happens is the door of the balcony flies off and outside off the balcony and onto the street. So you didn't make any noise where you're at, but the door, the strength of you reverberated, and the glass door flew open behind Stevie and Chaz, and it's ripped off and onto the street now. So Stevie and Chaz just heard that.
Okay, something is happening. I told you something is happening.
Your door is gone. Your balcony door is gone.
Go. She pushes him now to the door because now she's scared. She's like, go. Come on, come with me. Okay, and then she's gonna grab his hand and pull him and lock the apartment door behind her and pull him out of her apartment and start to run toward the elevator. And as she goes, she's gonna be like, look, I know that you don't want to talk about this. But do you really think that I would have called you here to just like see you in the middle of the night at 2 in the morning? You saw that you messaged me. We talked. Something happened, and I know that you know. And do not argue with me. Do not argue with me right now. She's like pushing the elevator button. Do not argue with me right now.
I don't know where I am. I don't know what's happened. I don't have any recollection of like I was at work.
Why do you think the Uber driver drove you here, Chaz? Why do you think they were so willing to come to my house?
You called. I
Someone
remember.
is coming through my door.
As they're coming down, I would like to jump down off the balcony and lean up against the car and wait for them to come outside.
Okay. Do you want to do this stealthily, Slater?
It's
Like,
too late. It's too late for that. Like,
okay, you're just superhuman,
just gonna-
superhero. Jump.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I'm not gonna try to break my knees though with the superhero landing. I'm not doing that. So
You're just landing on the street, not on the car, right?
yes, I want to drive the car.
So for this, I'm gonna need you to do a check just to make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah.
So for this, I need you to do a dexterity, strength, and athletics dice pool. And for this, you need 1 success.
Okay.
1 regular success.
Got
So
it.
Be okay.
Okay. I'm afraid with this hunger dice again. Okay. Okay, I got 2 successes and 1 regular success for the hunger dice as well.
Okay, so regular success. Okay.
Yeah.
The hunger dice
a
should be
single
like
hunk.
the hunger dice could also be called clumsy dice. Okay, cool.
See.
So you land very gracefully from this, the multiple
down.
stories up. Yeah. Great. So now you're by the car. Do you get inside the car? Back in the car?
No, I'm gonna like lean up against it, pretend like I'm smoking a cigarette or something.
Be cool. Okay.
And just wait for them. Yeah.
Excellent. Stevie and Chaz, do you go outside the building?
Yeah, we get in the elevator and take like the 30-floor ride down while I try to explain as quickly as possible what happened tonight. And I'm like trying to struggle to remember anything he told me that is like about his current life.
And I listen, but I'm still. This is a lot to process. I don't think it's quite registering too much. Like, we just kind of flew right past Johnny being dead, and I don't think I've really accepted that yet.
Also, I think they're vampires?
Vampires.
Yeah. They sucked all of Johnny's blood out of his body in front of us, but then also let us go. I don't really understand how they let us go, but they did something. and then your memory is gone, and my memory is not gone, but it's kind of like, but I passed out, and the person who dropped you off here, I'm pretty sure is up in my apartment.
Damn.
Chaz.
No, I'm hearing you. I'm here, Steve. Okay.
The elevator gets down to the ground floor, to the lobby floor.
Okay. Well,
I think you can
Doors
tell
open.
this is honestly probably the first time, I mean, easily in 10 years, but maybe the second or third time ever Chaz has seen Stevie actually afraid of something.
yeah. And this is the first time in 10 years Chaz has seen Steve.
So you step out of the elevator.
I step out of the elevator.
You see that there's the glass door windows ahead, and you see the same car that you arrived in, Chaz, with the same Uber driver.
It's still here. Why do you think they're still
And
here?
they're smoking a cigarette, looking cool, leaning up against the car, kind of facing towards you, but looking off to the side.
Continuity wasn't Slater driving.
Yeah, it is Slater. That's what I meant.
Okay. So you meant that. Okay, got it. Okay,
That's okay. You lost your memory, dude.
I lost my memory.
Spell put on you.
Yeah. I just go to Steve. I'm like, Steve, I don't know. Seems like you're going through something. It's really nice seeing you. Like, this is really strange how we are picking back up. But, yeah, and he notices that they're still holding hands.
That there's not.
So you can't really stay in your apartment right now because it sounds like there's an explosion.
You saw that.
No, I saw it. I heard it. I think we need to go somewhere that's not here.
Where do you live? Oh my god, you live somewhere horrible. Okay, never mind.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know where I live. And yeah, it's a budget place, but like it's
Okay. Do I need to like I don't think this is gonna work, but I think Stevie's plan is to turn around and go out like the alley of the building, to go out like the back door. So I think she is gonna like not grab his hand again, like decidedly, but try to like do that thing where you kind of like guide somebody on their side, where she's gonna kind of like push him toward the direction of the alley while he's still talking about the shack shanty that he lives in, which he has not told her. So.
Slater, you see all of this. What do you do?
I see them running away to like a back door or
Moving
something.
very calmly toward away from the front door. Yeah.
Do you stay where you're at, Slater? Or do you go after him?
Well, I would like to use one of my powers if I can.
Absolutely. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use one of my level 2 disciplines.
All right.
And it's gonna be premonition. And it's under aspects, and it is whenever the storyteller deems it appropriate, this power gives the character a sudden hint that aids them in some way, letting them find a clue, blah blah blah. Whether it gives the character a sudden vision of themselves walking into a trap and inviting red glow over the second right turn during a chase, or the brief flash of a skeleton beneath the floorboards in the prince's office. This power always gives the storyteller license to subtly speed up play or move the story onto a desired track. The suggested limit is 1 premonition per scene, even if more than one character has it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a passive duration, so it just like turns on.
Yeah, like a non-cantrip or something. Yeah, you just do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something that you see. Does it indicate when, like the exact time, or just a premonition of what something's gonna happen?
Of something that's going to happen that will potentially aid me in some way.
Okay, so you have a vision, and it's Prudence and Marceline, and there are 2 hunters, both just fully clothed, their entire body. They have masks on. You can't even see, what their hair color looks like, color skin. They're just fully covered. Looks like it's partially like a cardinal from like the Vatican, and they are almost about ready to pierce Prudence and Marceline's hearts with stakes. And it looks like they've been chained down where they can't move with special bindings. Don't look like regular metal bindings, like special bindings with crosses on them. And right before they are killed, Stevie and Chaz kills the vampires. The vampire hunter, sorry, not the vampires, but the vampire hunters. The Second Inquisition men that were about ready to kill Prudence and Marceline. And the 2 vampire hunters fall down to the ground dead. And they were stabbed with machetes. Not sliced, but stabbed with machetes, both Stevie and Chaz. And they unbind Prudence and Marceline. It looks like they are bound to like these torture beds too, these like wooden torture beds with the special bindings. And you could see both Stevie and Chaz have fangs. And then the vision fades out.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So in your vision,
boy.
they saved Prudence and Marceline in your premonition.
Okay. I need these 2. And I'm going to try to follow them. And if that means crawling over walls in the alley, hopping fences, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do whatever it is to get to them.
So how far do you go, Stevie and Chaz? Do you sneak off? How far?
Stevie's like gonna order a car and like go to another place.
Okay. So you get into another Uber.
And Chaz is like, there was a perfectly good one back there. Why did you win it?
Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? I know that it sounds crazy, but like you did know me for several years of our lives, and though they were formative, did I lie to you?
The Uber driver comes up and he rolls on the window. He's like, "Hey, Uber for Stephanie."
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, I'm Robert. Come on in.
Thanks.
She goes by Steve.
No, she doesn't. Yeah. Thank you.
I go by Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
That's great. Yeah. Thank you, Robert.
Robert Pattinson, not to be confused with the famous Robert Pattinson.
Congratulations.
I know.
Actually, I did request a non-speaking Uber, if that's like cool with you.
Right. Zip it, lock
Great,
it, put it in my pocket.
Okay.
They drive off. Meanwhile, Stevie and Chaz will cut back to the scene inside. Slater has this like really cool like montage parkour, like running like on the buildings, doing flips and also flying at the same time, and comes back and like just flips around through all these different buildings as you see the car driving, and Slater's just like underworld style like jumping in the moonlight after them, following them. All right, and then back to inside the Uber with Stevie and Chaz and Silent Robert.
Don't.
What are you doing?
You're allowed to talk.
Silent Robert, not Silent Chaz.
Okay. Yeah, I just figured whatever your vampire talk you're talking about.
Robert isn't gonna believe us anyway. You need to believe me. That is the important piece of this. And also, you can be vague enough about it that Robert isn't gonna know what I'm trying to talk to you about.
Robert Pattinson is in the
Chaz.
front seat.
Sorry, it's Battinson.
You are really sidetracked, and this is like a limited time situation, in that there are people that may decide, if they figure out that one or both, maybe both of us remember the situation, that there's more cleaning up to do, okay? And so here's the thing, they hate men, so if you want to live, you need to listen to me, okay? Because I'm pretty sure that I could convince them to let me live.
I remember. There's one thing I remember about you is that you hate men. You hate men. Why should I?
Pause. Marceline, Prudence, Slater, you all now have 2 hunger dice.
Oh, yikes.
Oh my god.
Back to Stevie and Chaz.
I can hate men, but not always hate. I can hate men, but not want you to die. Okay.
I appreciate it. That's actually kind of the nicest thing you've said.
Don't.
So let me just. I need to process something.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah.
He's dead.
I'm really sorry. There was like a very unhinged energy about him, and he like came, and then he was like very attracted to Prudence, who is the lead singer, who is a vampire, but she was like doing, honestly, her performance was incredible. You loved it. Also, it was great. I forgot how nice it is to be able to stand in front of someone who's bigger. So anyway, this is not the point. The point is, Johnny was a vampire hunter. What was he writing his? What are his doctorates in? He talked a lot about having 2 of them. I imagine one of them is in something related to this work: history, anthropology,
pottery, and the occult was the other one.
Yeah, that'll do it, Chaz. Did he talk to you about his work? Do you know where it is?
The Uber driver comes to the stop, and it is in Uptown. It pulls up to the corner of Sheridan and Irving Park, and it is the Holiday Club. And he comes to a stop, and he goes, can I talk
oh my God, please.
Okay, this, here's your stop, right? Holiday Club? I think that's what the app told me to pull up to. It's 80s night, so it's probably pretty fun.
Cool.
Do you want me to bring you somewhere else? This is where... You didn't want me to bring you here?
Where's your office? Where's his office?
My office?
Where is his office? Is it? I assume it's near yours. He's your mentor?
Yeah, we work in the same office building, yeah.
Great, and the address is?
Address is...
An address in Chicago where
an address in Chicago.
Amazing.
It's about... it's across from Gino's East. I don't know Chicago that
we
well.
would like to go to there.
So, isn't it Columbia, right? Isn't it Columbia?
It's Columbia. It's Columbia.
It's Columbia
College,
University.
for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
and Robert goes, "Oh shit, you have to go to Columbia College." Okay,
Yeah.
I can. All right, so we're going back to the loop. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
please.
So just update the
I will
address.
Just give you. I'm just gonna give him $100 bill also, and be like,
Okay.
Robert, I'm gonna update the address. Take us there now. And if you could just like pay extra close attention and only speak if you notice any cars following you, that would be swell.
Right. All right. I'm gonna put pedal to the metal. Here we go. So he drives really fast, and
Smash
Slater,
cut,
we're in
unfortunately,
office.
sees this crazy car turn back south to go back south through, because you came from Lincoln Park, going back through Lakeview and Lincoln Park and into the loop. Yeah, and so you have to follow them back to Columbia College.
That's fine. I can do this for all of eternity.
Meanwhile, Slater's doing their awesome parkour montage through on top of all the buildings throughout Chicago, following the Uber driver. So you get to Columbia College. You get to the building that has the PhD, the doctoral candidate offices in.
Which it totally has. Don't look it up.
And it's
narrative.
It's in the South Loop, and so it's downtown. For those who don't know, Chicago. And you get out of the car. And Robert says, "Thanks for the cash."
Yep.
So
Where's
he pulls
your office?
away.
His office. Let's go.
And Chaz, you do have keys to the building to get in after hours.
It's a key fob. You got it. Just follow me.
Cool. Great.
And
awesome.
Slater is outside on top of a high rise right now, watching on. You're actually on the high rise that the office building is in, the campus office building that is. And you can see Stevie and Chaz go inside the building after Chaz unlocks it.
Great.
Well, you're. Okay.
And Prudence and Marceline are still in the West Loop. It's still at the venue. And you're in the South Loop now. Slater, Stevie, and Chaz. So, Stevie and Chaz, do you go up to
his office? Where's his office?
Where's his office, Chaz? What floor?
It's on the the 7th floor.
Great.
Yeah.
Take the elevator or the
She
stairs?
like pushes him into another elevator.
You put, yeah,
Oh my god.
doors closed.
Doors closed.
Yeah.
You press the seven button
He presses
7.
it like too many times.
It goes up.
We're gonna look for his stuff. If it says stuff about this, then we can figure out what the fuck is going on. And also, if it says
Okay.
stuff about this, then you're gonna believe me because you still don't.
Okay.
And if
okay.
he's there, then great. I'm wrong, and you just had a hard night.
This is a
What?
ton of information. I don't know that you're gonna like what you find in there. But let's.
So you're now in Johnny's office, right?
We're in Johnny's
now-
office. Yeah,
Okay, you're in
so
Johnny. How did you get in?
It's like I have a
Door's
key.
locked.
Door's locked.
No key, but I'll let you do a check
Okay.
to open the door because you have a key to yours. So for you, Chaz, the check of a basic ass human. So you're gonna do for this. I'll let you do technology.
All right. I have a
And-
1 in that. Okay.
And streetwise and wits, a dice pool of that. So that looks like it's a 2 for wits, 1 for streetwise, 3, and 1 for technology. So you have a dice pool of 4. You need 2 successes to get it open
2 successes.
to
and
pick that
it's
lock.
2 d10s. You said.
So it's a total of 4. 4 d10s.
4 d10s. Okay.
4 d10s. You need 2 successes.
2 successes.
And 2 successes would be 6 to 9, or 6 to 10, really.
6 to 10. Okay, here it goes.
A 10 would be worth 2 success, or 4. Sorry, each. Yeah, so a success, potential critical win. Each pair of critical, like a 10, is worth 4 successes.
Let's see, 2 1s, an 8 and a 6.
An 8 and a 6.
That's
Okay,
right.
that's enough to pick the lock. So you get into Johnny's office.
It's actually just unlocked. I just like push it open. Yeah, like he doesn't lock his door. That's just like
Yeah.
kind of his.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
Stevie is going to start looking through things for work on I guess vampirism or the second. Did he say the Second Inquisition in front of them?
He did not.
Okay, vampires
No.
or vampire hunters.
Yeah, you do know he's a vampire hunter, but specifically in Second Inquisition, you don't. At least not yet. No.
I'm just looking for keywords.
So as Stevie
there a
and
laptop?
Chaz,
That too.
there is, yes. It is locked. You'd have to
Gonna
find a
put
password
that
to
in my
it.
bag.
So you, as you're rifling through Johnny's stuff, we're going to cut back to Prudence and Marceline. And you both, as you stated earlier, are getting hungrier. It's an intense night, so you need more blood. You have 2 hunger dice right now. And Slater's been gone for a while, and Marceline's muted.
I take out my juice box.
Okay, so you drink the juice box?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go down to 1 hunger die then.
Yep.
I've got to get one of those. Let's
It's a very convenient thing.
find an after party.
Sorry, you remind me of Corn Kid when you said that. It's such a beautiful thing.
They have this app for it.
It has the juice. Yeah.
Absolutely gonna date this recording.
It's
She's a
it's
millennial.
blood.
What? Yeah. Marceline,
Yes.
I think it's time we make our way out of here. The band is gone. The club
Where are we
owner's
heading
gone.
to?
Let's find an after party. I'm getting hungry.
You get a text, Prudence, from a number you don't know. Do you answer? Do you look at it?
Yes.
Okay, it says, "Sup, Prudence? This is Slater. I'm on one of the humans' phones. Come meet me right now. I'm outside of the building."
I block the number. And I turn off my location like
On your phone.
on my phone for every app, and I like put it on do not disturb, and I take Marceline, give me your phone.
She just hands over.
Does either of you wear Apple Watches or smartwatches?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm an
close all of
Android
the
user.
apps and turn off the location thing, like location services on everything.
Wi-Fi off,
And
yeah.
I put hers in airplane mode and put it in my bag.
Okay, so both of yours are in airplane mode?
No, mine is in do not disturb, except for Slater's number and like a couple of other people whose phone numbers I have. That number is blocked.
Right, so the random number is blocked. But remember that they did say, whoever they were, that they said come meet them outside.
Right, so we're gonna go through. I assume there would be some kind of secret entry, like.
Yes, it's you and Slater know this building very well. Yeah.
There's always like back entry
I built
for
it in there.
artists.
I put it in my thingy.
So whatever it is,
stuff.
exactly. Yeah, whatever it is, you know it. So whatever you say, that's what it is.
So I scrub the room fully, and I would think that it would be like for anything that's like mine, anything that shouldn't be in this green room, basically. And kind of shove it into the bag, and we take the like tunnel basically that leads us to another building, so that we exit on the rooftop of another building. And there's like a little storage room in there, like somewhere along the route, presumably that has a vault or something. I put all of the stuff that I don't need to carry on me right now in there.
Right. What you also find is that there are 2 vials of blood. These would be worth 1 sips, like the equivalent of a sip, basically the equivalent of like a Capri Sun juice bag of blood.
I love that we're using that as a...
Yes. But they're just 2 vials of blood. Do you take them now?
I side-eye them, and I drink one immediately.
Drink one? Okay, so now you're down to 1 hunger die, both of you and Marceline.
I carry the other one.
You carry the other one? Okay, yeah, because Slater's at 2. Okay. All right, so do you follow the tunnel all the way to the end?
Yes.
Okay, so at the end, there's an elevator. Do you get in the elevator? And there's only 1 button if you go in.
Yes.
Okay. So you get in the elevator. It's a very long... So it's you and Marceline, right? Both of you in the elevator?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the elevator...
Sorry, I would also like to clarify that my necessary items always includes a Glock.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
I keep a baby Glock because I am playing with you randoms, period.
The vampire hunters are packing too, so that's smart. So, okay. So you get inside the elevator. The elevator is a very long ride, but once it ends, you get all the way to the top, and you are now at the sky view of Wilson Tower, aka the Sears Tower.
No, it's called Willis.
Willis, Sears Tower. Yeah, I'm still not used to it.
Technically, it's Sears Tower.
Sears Tower. You're at the basically very close to the top of the Sears Tower with access to the roof, the very top
Sears
roof.
Tower, like
It's
one
the
point,
top
the
one of the
tallest building in
the world.
Western Hemisphere.
No, in the world.
Western Hemisphere.
Yeah,
well,
now
the
it
Dubai
is.
Tower.
Yeah, I
The Dubai
think
Tower.
Indian.
Yeah, the Dubai Tower is much taller in the United Arab Emirates, but in the Western Hemisphere, I think the tallest in Western Hemisphere. So yeah, you're now basically at the top of the world on this side of the planet. You're still inside, but you can go to the like sky window, the sky view, where people like stand on the glass and can see the entire like the city. You have windows all around it where you can see sky view. It's night. You can see the full moon is shining down through some light clouds and Lake Michigan out ahead. You could even see lights wrap around at the edge of Lake Michigan, where you could see all the way to where Indiana is. So you are extremely high up.
Whose idea was this? Marceline saying this out loud.
What do you mean?
Like, why did they have to choose this building?
Are you afraid of heights?
Just saying. They're shorter buildings.
Right.
You can fly to an extent too, Marceline.
I know.
I know you're a newer vampire.
You know, she's just complaining to complain.
So we head to one of the like lower level. I'm assuming they have like lower level rooftop bars.
Yes. Yes.
That have-
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
as I get there, and I'm kind of assessing my surroundings to see if there's anyone who looks suspicious here. It looks like they might be taking too much of an interest in me in a way that's like not the normal amount of attention. You know, a hot girl has been getting attention for 400 years. Of course, I know the difference.
Absolutely. So in the bar, it's not too crowded, but it's it's busy. A lot of people are dressed up very formal looking, kind of like I should say more business casual, like date clothes. So they do notice how you two do stick out as if you just came from a show, but no one's looking at you like you're weird. They look at you like, oh, they're cool. But there are some weird dudes that are checking you out, and they look like they want to buy you a drink. And one of them comes up and he's like, very much, he kind of looks like Biff from Back to the Future, but he's in modern looking clothes. And he comes up, he's like, hey, I'd like to get 2 martinis, or what do you want? Two drinks, whatever they want, bartender, for these 2 ladies right here. What's going on? Where are you from? You live around here? You live downtown? Looks at Prudence. He just waits for a response. Oh, you're muted.
I just blink at him, and I'm wearing like falsies, so they just kind of like.
You look pretty cool. Like, you don't like take anybody's shit. Are you come from like a Green Day concert or something?
You know, I tend to not take any shit, and that's what I'm getting. The vibe here.
What do you want to drink?
I'm sorry, I think you misunderstood me.
Oh.
Back off.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, how about you, little girl? What do you want to drink?
She just looks him up and down and goes, you smell.
Is that
smells his
Axe?
armpits.
It's 2022. And I kind of turn away from him.
Axe is the best, okay? Like, tons of
Marceline
babes
just
love
kinda-
it while we're Axe.
Marceline just like turns around and just. The one thing she specifically learned from Prudence, like immediately, is just how to ignore men.
Yeah, I pull out my phone and I kind of just like glance a look over my shoulder and I'm like, and I text Slater.
What do you?
Look
Oh
at
yeah,
it.
Slater. Do you answer? Prudence,
Where
what does
are
your text
you?
say?
I'm gonna text back, like a selfie from the from the top of this building, like, but like also like looking down into the street, into the building that Stevie and Charles are in. So it's gonna go like a little like pointing down, say, "Stalking the humans."
So I would assume that looks at least a little familiar to me. And I send over a screenshot of the message from the phone number from earlier. And I'm like, it appears this entire situation's been compromised. I think we're going to have to meet you where you are. Were you followed?
I don't know if somebody could catch up with me, to be honest. I'm texting all this. Do you want me to try to make a move on these humans right now, or do you want me to wait? What's the deal?
wait and turn off your location and
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot I wasn't muted.
Turn off your location and I'll find you. Marceline and I are coming. Bringing you a snack, and with the next to the snack, it has like the little blood emoji and a black heart.
Oh my! And I'm just like reading the text, and I'm like, my God, she does care about me.
So, just so I'm clear, you two have the locations of where you're at, right? I was responding to a few Discord in-game messages, so you two know where the other parties are at.
I think that I would just recognize from the photo, maybe.
Okay,
like,
so
as
yeah,
opposed
that's
to using
It's
sharing. Location.
pretty. You know that they're at Columbia, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Slater, do you know where Prudence and Marceline are? Because you are aware of that like chute, that tunnel that leads to the Sears Tower.
And the text message would kind of it says I'm outside of the building. Like it's very I need to escape out of the side door.
Right. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Just to make sure. So right now, Prudence and Marceline are dealing with douchebags at the bar in the Sears Tower, high above the clouds, and Slater is still on top of the roof of one of the Columbia buildings that Chaz and Stevie are at. And Slater, you immediately someone rips the phone out of your hand and throws it on the ground and shoves you like back from the back.
So now I'm just falling face first?
No, you're still in the building. You just kind of like got pushed forward.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the
Do you turn around?
Yeah, I'm pulling my fucking gun out of my waistband first.
Yeah. It's someone, you notice it's someone with a like almost like a witch's hat, like, and this person looks very masculine, about 6'2", big broad shoulders, long dark hair, and there's a beard on them, and they look like a muscular young Gandalf, and they have a crossbow in their hands, and they're pointing it right at you. You got your gun pointed at them, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. So what do you do? So it's standoff right now.
Do you mind if I go grab my cell phone? That was kind of rude. Do you want something? I'm confused.
They go, yeah, I'd like you to die, bloodsucker.
Oh,
and he shoots his crossbow.
As soon as he shoots his crossbow, I'm shooting my motherfucking gun.
Okay. So
we're about to light this city up.
1 second. So he definitely misses that shot. And so now you're unloading on him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for this, I need you to give me a check. So I'm gonna go to your character sheet. It's gonna be firearms, of course.
Yeah.
Firearms. With
I gotta be right back.
Sure. Choose two other skills, or choose two other skills or an attribute for this. That would make sense with this.
Yeah. Can I choose also survival and streetwise?
Yes. So you can make a survival, streetwise, firearms. So it's a dice pool of, let's see here, 2, 2, 4, 6. Okay, yeah. So to hit him, you're gonna need 3 successes.
Okay.
To hit this vampire hunter on the roof.
Ooh, okay. I got 1 with the critical with the stars, and then 1 regular. And
okay, so you had a crit success. Okay.
Yeah, and I also need to roll my hunger die, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you have 2. That's replacing though the hunger dice. That's your total pool. So your total pool was 6, right? Yeah, your total pool was 6.
I have been messing this up the entire
That's okay.
time.
That's okay.
My bad.
That's okay.
I will take out 2 of those.
Yep, you replace it. Yep, with the hunger die.
Okay.
Dice. And then you need 3 successes. What'd you get?
I got a bestial failure.
Whew.
I think. Wait.
Okay.
Does it? I might be misreading this. if I succeed on the black dice, we'll say, and I fail on the red dice, does it count as the bestial failure or just a failure?
So you failed on the hunger dice.
Yes.
The red dice.
Yes.
Okay. So that is a bestial failure.
Okay.
The other one would just be a regular failure. There's not really a critical failure with the regular dice.
Right.
But there is with there definitely is with the hunger dice. So you got a bestial failure. Okay.
That's fine, right?
So, but how many other successes did you get?
3 total.
Okay, that was enough to hit him. So you hit him. You don't kill him.
That's fine.
But you shoot him. You shoot him 3 times in the shoulder. And this, you didn't kill him. This enrages you. So you're gonna add another hunger die to yourself. So now you have 3.
Okay. That's fine.
So he's still
That's
alive.
okay.
He's going to add another bolt. He's trying to keep moving though on top of the rooftop, and he's trying to add another bolt to his crossbow. What do you do? He's scurrying around, trying to stay moving.
This might be a little weird to do. Hold on, let me reread this real quick. Okay, can I activate another discipline?
Yeah.
It is level 1 under presence, and it is called Awe. Anyone in the presence of the vampire finds their attention inexplicably drawn to them. Those listening to the vampire speak might suddenly agree where they once held different viewpoints. While this power doesn't cause rapt infatuation, it still is strong enough to sway the minds of the most mortals. And it's like a versus roll.
Okay, so he'd have to roll against it.
Yeah, so it would be against his composure and intelligence versus my manipulation and presence.
So he'd have the dice pool of 3 for that.
Okay.
Against your, so it's whatever you roll, or what's the total marks of yours?
Manipulation is 2, presence is 2, so 4 total.
Okay, so he's definitely not going to get that because he only has a dice pool of 3. So even if he gets all 3, yeah, he definitely fails because he can't even match the dice pool. So yeah, he absolutely fails.
Perfect. And then I'm just gonna start talking to him and say, "Why don't you stop straining yourself?"
And he looks at you and he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and drop these weapons." And he drops his crossbow.
That sounds
and then
really
he
good.
takes his belt off, which has guns in it, two Berettas loaded in it, with extra bullets and clips. Drops it on the ground. He takes off. He has 2 combat knives that were stored on his in his shoulder straps. Drops them on the ground. He has a wooden stake in the back, and he also has a cross that was strapped to his boot. So he takes that out, drops it all on the ground, takes his big wizard-looking hat off, and just looks at it, and he has this big, wiry, strangly beard, and he goes, I don't know if anybody told you this, but you are just like the coolest person I've ever seen in the entire world.
Oh my god.
Your eyes just feel like death, but I mean in a good way. Like if to die by your side would be such a heavenly way to die.
Oh, that is
if
so...
a 10-ton truck kills just me, I'd be totally cool with it.
Kill his ass.
Can I step closer to you, please? Pretty please? It'd be an honor.
Why don't you take it easy? You hurt yourself a little bit here. And you know what?
Oh, I have 3 bullet holes on my shoulder.
Yeah,
That's okay.
You know what? It happens all the time in Chicago.
Hands covered in blood.
Yeah, you know what? I can help clean this up for you.
Okay. Thank you. That's so nice of you.
Yeah, of course. Just so that we're clear on what's happening here. Do I have your consent?
Oh, with everything, absolutely. And what a great voice. Absolutely, you have my consent. Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm feeding on this motherfucker.
And so.
Give it to me. Please.
Okay. Just go ahead and give me a check real quick. Go ahead and add combine 2 skills together.
Persuasion.
Okay.
And can I also do charisma?
Yes.
Perfect.
You need two failure or two successes.
Do I also roll the hunger with it too?
Yes.
Okay, and I replace 3 of them. Okay.
Yes. You need 2 successes to feed on this vampire
I'm
hunter.
understanding now how
Yes.
where my
That's
mistakes
okay.
were.
We're all new at this. Totally cool.
Oh, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Great. No messy criticals or bestial failures.
No, nothing extreme. Just all regular.
You successfully suck. No pun intended. You suck this man dry. You suck him a blood dry. No pun intended. I swear. And he is taking it with pride and joy and pleasure. He loves being bitten by you and the life sucked out of him. He's having a great time as he's dying. There's been no other beautiful death if you witness someone enjoying dying. And he shrivels up like a raisin and falls to the ground. And you now are enriched. You are full, and now you have no hunger dice to your dice pools currently. So
Amazing.
You may remove those. And you disposed of this vampire hunter that attacked you. Now we're cutting back now to Stevie and Chaz, who have been rifling through Double Dr. Johnny's office in the Columbia building. Also, time check for everybody, just so everybody knows the time. Right now it is approximately 11:45.
In game, it's 11:45.
In game is 10:37 Central Time, but it is
In real life.
in game 11:45 in the game.
It's
This
an hour and
matters.
15-minute difference between Minneapolis and Chicago. Okay.
This matters especially
Yeah.
for the vampires. You full-fledged vampires, Marceline, Prudence, Slater.
Oh, right.
You cannot be out, and the sunlight will kill you if you're out and get direct sunlight. So you have to, once the sun rises, and the sun is right now, you can, because you check this regularly on your phone, most vampires do. The sunrise, since it's in October in Chicago, sunrise is going to be around, you get an estimate, it's going to be about 6:45. But it's best to like overestimate that, or that it's going to be risen earlier. But 6:45 is what you estimate when the sun is going to rise.
Side question, not even kind of important. Do you think they have an app for that, like a vampire app?
I mean, it's just
like,
Weather
get
Channel.
Inside, get inside, get inside. It's just like
Only
screams.
Probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
only vamps.
No.
Yeah,
Vamps only. Yeah.
vamps only. Probably they got probably their own underground apps. But yeah, so 6:45 is when you anticipate the sun's gonna rise, and it's now 11:45 p.m.
Okay.
So back to Stevie and Chaz.
I don't know that you're gonna find necessarily what you think you want to find. I don't know what you're looking for exactly in here, what you want to see. Answers. What are the questions? Give me some questions.
Why did he just how did he figure out that vampires exist? Why did he decide to kill them? Why did he bring you with him to this show where he was planning on doing that? Because you said you didn't want to be there, or like that you got invited or something, because you were apologizing for him because he like also like why bother adding me into the equation at all? It seems like it would have been more simple to not ask you to like message me or something, because you just said it doesn't seem like you wanted to do that in the first place. And then Also, like, this is a stupid question and you're going to make fun of me for it, but like they really are all just like very attractive, cool people. And I'm like, if he knows something about who they were before, like maybe that would be helpful. I don't know.
Attractive, cool people.
Don't do this.
Why were you there? I think that's fair.
Chaz,
Why were you there?
because I moved and I was looking up places that do metal shows, and honestly their lead singer is really hot, and I was like, I will go and see the show and I will try to have a nice evening by myself in this city where I do not know people outside of the workplace, and maybe I will meet some people outside of the workplace because people that I work with are a lot, and I'm pretty sure this girl Marcy is trying to imitate everything that I do.
What's the band's name? I wonder if they're on Instagram.
Incinerate?
Incinerate. He
They
looks
are.
them up, and they're like, "Yeah, they're pretty hot. Yeah, they look pretty hot."
Wait, let me reiterate. I'll ask Prudence real quick in this world. They are in either your own Instagram or they are a fan account that's made. The fan account would at least be made. Do they have a real account, Prudence?
I feel like Marceline probably runs it.
Yeah, but it's still a real account. It's not like a fan account, right?
Oh, it's a real account, yeah.
It's a real account. Okay, cool. So that's what you see, Chaz.
But it is.
Oh, sorry.
I would think that it would be private.
Oh,
Private? Okay, so you see a private. Yeah. A private
the,
account.
The
account.
profile
There's a
photo
fan
looks
account,
hot.
too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's private, but the profile photo looks hot. Why would a band be private?
Because they're vampires, Chaz.
Vampires. Got it.
Obviously they have to
Okay.
be private about stuff. There's like a lot going on. They're being literally hunted. What the
Mhm.
fuck? Also, your friend sucked.
And he's dead now. You think that's what I want to
I'm
fucking
sorry, I
hear
should-
right now?
I'm so sorry. I don't know if he was acting. You seemed distressed by the way he was acting as well. And I know that you don't have to take my word for it because I don't really know what you're like when you're distressed. Anymore.
Pause. Slater, as they're talking, since now you're fully regenerated and your senses are heightened, you can hear everything. You can hear everything they're saying. Also, you know you can hear exactly the window that it's coming from.
Oh no.
Fantastic. Wait, would they have heard the? You know what? It's
The
Chicago. Never
gunshots?
mind.
Yeah, the
never mind.
gunshots.
Yeah,
that's
you did.
not- I
You
wanna
did
just-
hear.
I would like to redline
You did hear a
the
spray of
idea
gunshots,
that
but
Chicago
also-
is just filled with guns. That's like
I
not-
mean-
I don't
I
want that
mean,
to be the
Our
case.
humor if we're from.
As someone who
It-
lives here, that I just let's maybe
it's
not
a yes
so
and no.
much.
It's a yes and a no. Yeah, as someone who's lived here as well, absolutely. Yeah.
It's the same where I live too. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think we would have heard it anyway because we're high up in the building and arguing and frantic.
Sure. So they did not hear your gunshots.
As
Slater.
a rule, we would probably have silencers. Just because of the whole
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah,
And
like
also-
a James Bond sign, like pew pew pew. Yeah.
Yeah, just screw it on and screw it off. It looks like a little
Yeah.
lipstick tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was also in my waistband. I don't know if I was packing all the way down like that. Like,
Maybe it was in the front to look cooler, you know, like
Yeah.
I would do that. Anyway. Never mind.
it's not a gun in
so-
your pants. Are you just?
It's a silencer. You got me. Yeah.
Terrible.
I know, it's a little unbelievable.
But
Anyway,
you hear us out the window.
yes, you hear them, Slater. They did not hear your silence or whatever gunshot they used.
They
Yeah,
don't hear that interaction at all.
They did not hear that. But
Okay.
you can hear them now. You can hear everything they're saying, and know exactly where they're. Do you stay where you're at, or do you get closer?
Well, given my phone is now gone, I
It is
can't.
still on top. It's still on the roof.
Oh, I was thinking it was.
No, he threw it, but it's on the roof.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna find my phone
Okay.
and Well, also, I'm gonna grab some of his weapons that he dropped.
Yeah, he dropped a lot of weapons. What do you grab?
I'm gonna grab the combat knives.
Okay, cool.
And more guns.
Yes, I had two Berettas, with clips in them. Do you also? Because he also had the 2 knives. Probably don't need the wooden stake.
Probably not.
And probably
You
not the
wouldn't want
cross. Yeah.
Probably not. No. And then anything I can fit on my person because I don't have enough.
You could strap the belt to you that he had.
Ooh,
that had the Berettas in and the
belt.
ammo.
Yeah.
And you can stick the knives in them as well. The 2 knives.
Yeah,
So.
I'll gather all that stuff. Clean up your weapons, kids. That's the lesson here.
Yes, absolutely.
Also,
it's for mature audiences, everybody. Kids shouldn't be listening and watching this.
Yes, also that. Yeah, I'm gonna grab all that stuff, pick up my phone, wipe my face off as much as possible, text Prudence again. But a photo of the building itself, not with me in it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna text Prudence again, and I'm gonna go in there. I can hear them.
What do you say to Prudence? What's your Prudence? Do you answer? Do you read the text?
Yeah, I think we're already on the way over.
Okay, Slater, what's your most recent text say?
Yeah, I'm gonna send the photo of the building with the window.
Okay.
Say, that's where I'm going. Meet me there.
Okay. Prudence and Marceline, how are you going there? Ground or by sky?
Well, first I read and delete, and then I kind of like glance at my phone and look around, and delete the other text message, the other photo of them on top of the building too. Just like anything that's.
Yep.
Like,
that's smart.
None of this.
That's smart. Excellent.
And Marceline, are you ready to fly?
Away.
So if you go right now, you're still in the bar. If you leave here, people will absolutely see you.
So
remember, you also came from the top, the Skyview floor. No one was there last time you were there.
Oh, I thought there were people up there.
No, you went down a few levels.
Okay.
To the bar.
So there's
the
no
bar
one at
is
the
a lot of
Skyview
people.
level, though.
The last time you checked, there's not. Do you decide to go back up there?
Yes.
Okay. So you go back up. There's no one there currently. There's also no doors to the outside, but there is a door to the very top to go out of on where the 2 giant antennas are on top of the Sears Tower. You can go to that very top. Do you want to go outside on the very top of the building?
How tall is the Sears Tower again? 5 floors?
Let me tell you real quick. Sears Tower height. It is 1,450 feet to 1,729 to the
There's
tip.
gotta be some offices in here that we can break into and leave from a lower floor.
I mean, you can fly, but that's up to you.
Yeah, alright, we're flying.
You can't fly forever. They will require energy and blood hunger, but yes, you can fly, and you can fly enough definitely to get to Columbia, the building that Slater's at. So
At
you
this
take
point,
flight.
I'm just kind of like exasperated with the entire rest of the night. And I'm
Add another hunger die.
Oh yeah, no, and I drink the other vial.
Oh, okay, great. Then you don't add
Marceline,
another hunger die.
And I'm like, you can use your Uber Eats later. We have to get somewhere now.
So now you're on the
Sorry.
top, holding onto the antennas of the Sears Tower, high above the clouds. And do you both? How do you jump? How do you jump into the sky? How do you fly there?
I think flying is one of Prudence's favorite parts of being a vampire. Like, there's a lot of cool shit, but like, you know, it's not instantaneous travel, but you get to see a different view. So she kind of like. Actually, never mind. Let me not act fool on stream. And I just like kind of turn around and look out over Lake Michigan and let go.
Excellent. Marceline, can you describe your takeoff as well after Prudence?
She's kind of just like a
So she's like kind of skydiving a little bit right now.
like. Marceline likes to just walk to the edge. Just lift like one foot up. And just do like a little fall. Yeah, just kind of like a really dramatic like walk off.
So now our two are falling down.
But obviously then you.
Before we take a break, tell us about how you're falling, and then what happens. You're falling. What happens then?
Oh, sorry. And as I reach, like, I jump away from the building to the point where, and I'm trying to go on the side where less people will see me.
Right.
And I bring my overcoat in around my face because I know it's a long way to fall. And after a few seconds, I kind of just like throw it back in my arms. It's very bat-like for sure, and I glide away towards my destination.
Amazing. And Marceline?
Well, I figure Marceline always has like a big hood on, like she has like a big like baggy like cardigan type of thing where so it's like flowy, like you know, like the kind of grungy where it's like they're layered and stuff. Like she always has one on because she's always cold because she's not used to being a vampire, and she kind of uses as like kind of like a make sure it like flows out.
Excellent. So now you're both soaring over to Columbia to rendezvous with Slater, who is peeping on Stevie and Chaz as they're rifling through deceased Double Dr. Johnny's office to find out his vampire hunter pass with a dead vampire hunter on top of the building that Slater just slayed. And with that said, let's take our break. Let's go to intermission. Let's take a soft 10. So, we're going to switch over. And audience, viewers, listeners, we'll be back in about a soft 10 minutes. So we'll see you then. Switching over to intermission now. So, switching back to the overlay in 3, 2, 1. And they can see us again. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for coming back to BLOODPOOL of Vampire the Masquerade Journey Punk's presentation. We are in part 2 of 3 of this VTM story, this vampire story. I'm the storyteller, Dash Gierhart, pronouns he, him. Thanks for coming back. And where we last left off, the vampires, Marceline and Prudence, were flying from Sears Tower very stylishly and amazingly over to Columbia University in Chicago to rendezvous with their friend Slater, who is peeping in on Stevie and Chaz at the Columbia building as they rifle through the deceased Double Dr. Johnny, aka Vampire Hunter, office to find any clues, any evidence of what was going on with him. Stevie is very determined to find something. Chaz seems a little more aloof. And Slater just dealt with another vampire hunter on top of the building. Was able to awe him. And sucked his blood and took his weapons, and now is again outside the window, about ready to peep in on Stevie and Chaz, and clued in Marceline and Prudence on where they are right now. And before Prudence and Marceline ended up at Sears Tower through the tunnel where they were in the West Loop, they did get a random phone number text. Prudence did. Claiming they were Slater, and asking him to meet outside. So it does seem that some people know where Prudence, Marceline, and Slater are. It seems that they're being chased by unknown predators around them. So the hunters are also the hunted, and vice versa. So now let's go back to Stevie and Chaz inside Double Dr. Johnny, deceased Double Dr. Johnny's office. You've been rifling through for some time now. It is midnight now. And so technically Saturday morning, but it's midnight. I don't know why we call morning midnight. It's weird. It's midnight, not start of morning. Anyway, it is Friday night, midnight, and you are inside Johnny's office. Cameras on Stevie and Chaz.
Are you done?
Well, if someone's chasing them, what if they're the good guys? I mean, are they the good? I don't know. Did you like Johnny that much? Like, be real with me. Like, on a gut level.
Like, he was my mentor. He, personality-wise, yeah, it's a bit grating. But he was... It's still not a good thing that he's dead. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
The way I see it, then we have two options. The options are we find the people who are hunting them, or we decide to find them, because I don't think we're going to go without being found for very long. So if you were trying to avenge Johnny, we are not going to be able to do that unless you've gotten really good at stake throwing in the last 10 years.
Time for me to just fly through the window.
Prudence and Marceline, you're going to arrive at the building in approximately 2 minutes. So you got another moment, Stevie and Chaz.
If you don't like Johnny, then I don't know, maybe there's something to trying to convince them that we're useful. Specifically that you're useful. I'm pretty confident in my ability to convince them that I'm useful. I have already done that today, but I need to know what you want. There is not a lot of time.
I know there's not a lot of time. And this isn't the first time I've lost my memory like this.
What?
No, like, I know this...
Slater, you can hear everything. And Chaz doesn't know that.
I know this feeling.
Say more about that.
Like, it's sort of like being roofied, but I'm not roofied. I don't even like really saying that.
When has this happened to you before?
Wait, where there's like a big gap, and then something's happened.
Sure.
And Johnny was involved the last time too. Like,
Do you have like any marks?
Marks?
Scars? I don't know. They eat people, Chaz. They eat people, and your memory is gone.
Oh, that's why you checked my neck.
No, I just was like, wow, I haven't seen Chaz in 10 years. Let me just. No.
Stevie, this is a hell of a way to reintroduce ourselves to each other.
Chaz, you got another 15 seconds.
Okay. I would suggest we get out of this office, and then I lead her out like she led me out of the alley, and then I push the door too, and then we go into my office.
Okay, so you're now in Chaz and Stevie's office, which does it does have a window to it right next to Johnny's.
I'm
so
like,
Slater,
fuck, window.
Slater, you can still hear. You know they're just in the next room. So that's it.
Why are you being weird?
So Prudence and Marceline arrive very awesomely from flying through the sky and land on top of the building and see Slater peering down off to the side.
Okay. Who's talking?
Oh, it's cameras on Prudence, Marceline, and Slater. Marceline and Prudence just landed on top of the building, and Slater's peering off to the side.
Where are they?
And then I'm gonna
for the podcast,
Slater
just did a
sorry, my bad.
That's okay.
I just put a finger over my lips and pointed down to indicate to be quiet and point in the direction where Stevie and Chaz are. And if I remember correctly, the building I'm on is taller than the one that they are in, right?
Well, you're on top. To my understanding, you're on top of the building that Stevie and Chaz are in, and now Prudence and Marceline are on the rooftop of that building as well. So you're all like, so you're on top of it, and Stevie and Chaz are inside of it. But they're
cool.
Yeah, you know exactly where they are out, and now they're in Chaz's office, but it's just the door next. It's just the one next door and has a window to it, so you can hear them. And now Prudence and Marceline can also hear everything coming out of that.
Okay. I'm going to very quietly tell Prudence and Marceline, look, it seems like Charles has gone through this before. It's weird. He was talking about how his memory has been blinked, involving his now dead friend. I think we need to go in there. But what do you think, Prudence?
I kind of shoot you a look, and I'm just like the look. If they already...
Prudence, you also see the dead vampire hunter on top of the roof too.
I kind of look at the vampire hunter, pull out my phone, shoot off a quick text to my friend, my thrall, in the coroner's office, and we got a live one. Wink. And then I put my phone back in my pocket.
Who did you send the text to?
My contact in the coroner's office. Using my scene queen abilities, I have created a thrall who is exclusively for burning the bodies of the people. Like, there are a lot of missing people that just never get found because of me. My homie. Well, a lot of missing... No, actually, just these two, probably. So I shoot off that text to, what would their name be?
Frank.
It would not be a man.
I was like, a man?
I know. That's why I was like, Francine. No.
Billy, but
what's her name?
Jacinda.
Yes.
Jacinda.
Abby?
Abby.
Abby
loves my music.
I met a new friend named Abby at DragonCon.
Oh, nice. Gotta love it.
Not to quote Donnie Darko, but was it a real friend or an imaginary friend?
No, it was a friend that Devin introduced me to, that did the panel with Devin, and then we became friends later.
Don't become friends with those people. Just kidding.
Yeah. And with Devin.
That's terrible. So yeah, I shoot off that text to Abby, with the winky face included. And I'm like, listen, we're leaving a trail of dead bodies everywhere we go at this point because they're following us. We need to get these humans and figure out what they know. And
Do you want me to talk to them?
yes. Let's do this again. Marceline, Stevie, or the woman, Slater, the man, and I will be a comforting presence of a familiar
Are we
face.
telling them what we are?
We are finding out what they know. Based on what Slater's heard, it sounds like they're already in it.
Kinda how I found out.
They already know. I mean, Stevie has figured it out very well, and I mean, whatever you did to her didn't really work, so...
I'm still practicing.
Oh, it's fine, sweetie. You'll get it together.
This is why I like you, Slater.
And then Stevie enlightened her friend about everything that has happened, and trying to reignite his memory on the events that occurred tonight. especially in regards to his friend, Johnny, who you very rightfully so drained. So I think, Prudence, what exactly would you like us to do?
Talk to them and see if we need to kill them or properly erase their memories.
So here's the thing. We also can't kill them or erase their memories. You know how sometimes I get those visions, if you will? I know. It's annoying. I'm sorry. It just happens.
Am I in it this time?
Yeah, you were in it this one. It was not a pleasant experience for either of you, but they helped us. They helped you two in particular. So we need them. We need them alive, more specifically. Or rather, unalive. Doesn't really matter either way. By unalive, I mean, you know, like one of us. Not like one of him. I'm pointing to the dead hunter on the ground.
the raisin hunter, yeah.
Did you
Let's get to it.
see them as yes. Just
Okay. So you're gonna approach Stevie and Chaz?
I'm gonna go through the window.
Yeah, I swing in directly behind you. Like
Do you know
arms
that-
up, legs, feet first.
Okay. So real quick, if you do that, it does cross your mind that that's gonna seem extremely abnormal to them.
Oh, she's
So,
fine.
like,
She's
If
fine
they
with
already know,
it. Yeah.
how will they know? Because I came in through the window? Because I killed that guy?
at least
because-
abnormal. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they don't, well, yeah. Okay, cool. So you come in through the window. So Marceline and Prudence coming through Chaz's office window. Slater, do you do the same?
I'm actually gonna go through Johnny's window and
Okay.
go out the door so that if they run away, I'm out the other side of the door.
A pincer move. Nice.
Feet first.
So Prudence and Marceline bust through. So for this, you're busting through the window. The window is pretty strong, which you can do as vampires, but I'm gonna need a check from Marceline and Prudence. So we'll start
Well,
with
if I'm the
Marceline.
one doing it, then wouldn't.
I guess it would just be one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd just be one to bust it open. You're right.
Okay.
So it's Marceline busting the window open, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
Marceline.
if Prudence isn't waiting for Marceline, then maybe they would have like a domino effect, of course. Like, if Prudence just assumes that Marceline nails it, like, it just is over, you know?
Right. So would that mean so Marceline would just do the check. Right. Like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand like the domino effect. Like,
I
you mean
think-
like Russ also Johnny's window too, as well as Chaz, and just the one break, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, like if
She was falling in right after me.
yeah, like if Marceline jumps in, Prudence immediately jumps after without waiting to see if the window breaks.
Right. Absolutely.
That's
yeah.
like the-
So.
You know,
Yes.
you see what I'm doing.
Absolutely. Yes. And this would also break open Johnny's side too. So all we need is the break on Marceline, because then that way Slater can go in. So Marceline, you're going to give me. I need so it's gonna be strength
Okay.
plus dexterity, and then choose a skill on that to add.
Melee?
Sure.
Okay.
So strength is 2, dexterity 3, so it's 5 plus melee. That's 7. How many hunger dice do you have right now?
1.
Okay, so replace one of those regular dice with a hunger dice. And for this, I'm gonna need 4 successes.
Okay.
4 or more successes.
Do this one, and then I'll do the hunger.
Yeah.
Okay. 9, 6, 8, 7, 5, and then
Okay.
1 fail. And then
Okay,
now
so
let
that's
me
enough.
do. Let
That's
me do
enough.
the hunger.
Yep. Cool. It's enough.
Hunger got
regular.
8.
Hunger got 8. Okay, so that's just a regular success. So you nailed it.
Okay.
So this busts open the window where Marceline able to bust through. Stevie and Chaz see Marceline, the merch girl from the show, slam through this high-rise skyscraper window from nowhere. Just whoosh, and
She lands on her feet and like does this and goes, "Stop."
And Prudence, the rock star lead of the band from the show, like comes in right after her. And Slater, you go in through, they don't see you, but you go in through Johnny's office, which the windows busts open from Marceline.
Yeah.
So Marceline and Prudence are now standing window side to Stevie and Chaz.
Evening.
I want to leave right now. DM, I want to leave.
No, don't go.
Slater walks in right behind you through the door
All right.
Oh, hey.
as you're going to leave.
Okay. And I just say to Steve.
Slater
We come
also
in
has.
peace.
Slater now has the belt with.
Oh yeah,
guns
I have a
and-
belt full
and-
of guns and
and
combat knives. Yeah.
combat knives
Okay.
around their belt or waist.
I whisper to Stevie, this might not be as bad as you think. Just hang out.
Piece
Oh,
of
you're
shit.
muted. You muted. Oh, yeah.
You know something. You know that moment where you're like deep in trauma, but you're like really hyper fixated on one thing in the room around you. I think Stevie is just clocking that she is in Chaz's office and sees the sheet that's like, absolutely don't forget this. And that it's overdue. And that's like, she's just looking at this. She's like, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Can't take it anymore. Cannot.
I think we're gonna be okay. Just play cool.
We come in peace.
Okay,
Hi.
so do we.
I was once you, like a year ago. But look how cool I am now.
And as you smile, your fangs very
What are you
prominently
saying?
show.
What are you saying right now?
Just saying what's up.
Okay.
What's
You're
going on
saying
here?
what's up with the intention to turn us into you, or you're saying what's up? As
I'm
in
just saying-
checking in after we blasted through your window.
Stevie-
Yes.
Do you want to antagonize someone who came in here, showed you fangs?
I
Is
just
this
turned to
something you
Prudence.
wanna do?
She said they were
Help me, help
cool.
me. I'm cool.
What's your name
We're
again?
cool.
What are your names?
Well, you know Prudence.
Prudence,
Chaz.
Marceline, and
I do,
Slater.
okay.
Prudence, Marceline,
Wait, no,
and
sorry,
Slater.
no, you're right. Chaz doesn't know Prudence because he
I don't
forgot.
know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know Slater, but did I catch Slater's name?
Just Uber driver.
No.
Uber driver.
No.
Uber driver.
Uber driver
Yeah,
was
oops,
behind
okay.
you.
You.
Uber driver.
Yeah.
Granted, it seems like maybe you already know. I don't know.
So,
Hello. Hello again.
you may or may not have noticed our friend Slater here has been following you. And someone has been following us, particularly what seems to be friends of yours, Chaz.
Yeah. Yeah.
How good of friends are you? And I take a menacing step towards him.
Ooh, and your fang show.
I don't know them personally. All I know is that my friend was killed. But I don't remember anything about last night or like what happened.
He like takes half a step forward, like towards Prudence, and is like, he doesn't remember. It worked. Whatever you did worked. Just do it to me, and it'll be fine, and we'll be done with this, and then we'll both go back to our normal lives.
Chaz, I need you to do
What
a
if
check
I don't
for
want
me.
you to forget me?
Oh, god damn it.
I need Chaz to do a simple test for me.
Marceline
I need-
purposely biffed it.
Yeah, what's the chest?
I need you
Follow
to
your plan
to
there.
maintain your composure. So it's gonna be your composure plus one non-violent skill you choose.
So I have a 2 in composure.
And you need 3 successes with this check.
Non-violent skill.
This is to maintain your composure with Marceline, Prudence, Slater, and Stevie.
Would that be not intelligence?
Absolutely not.
What's non-violent? What do you mean by that?
Like, not guns.
No melee, no brawl, no.
Yeah.
Etiquette, insight.
Nothing you would use for fighting.
Yeah.
Like performance even could be what.
Yeah, that would make sense too. Yeah. Performance.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Which
So
you have a 1 in performance and a 2 in composure.
Yeah.
And I said you need 3 successes.
Yeah, 3 successes
with a dice pool of 3.
With a dice
you
pool.
have willpower to use too, if you don't get it.
Hang on. Willpower.
Remember, that's a reminder, everybody, of willpower. It's
Okay,
like
so I'm gonna
advantage in
keep my
D&D.
composure. I have 3, so I need to.
And you need to nail it all 3.
I need to.
You're so mad
it's
at me.
3
Above a 6. Above a
D10s,
Mm-hmm.
and it needs to be higher than 6 or 6.
For numbered dice, you need at least 6.
How does the willpower play into it again?
So willpower is like advantage in D&D. You can use those points to reroll.
Okay.
Up to 3 per point. Yeah.
Per point, so I can.
Yep.
Re-roll all 3 if I need to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, here we go.
So first time, roll all 3. And then what'd you get?
8, 10, 7.
Okay, that's 3 successes.
Yep.
You maintain your composure very easily
Okay.
in front of all four of them.
You a fancy boy.
So Chaz looks steady and calm and not breaking at all in front of the craziness that's going on. Stevie, I think you're muted.
She's just flabbergasted. I'm actually quiet. I'm just.
Oh, okay. So Chaz is cool. Chaz is remaining pretty cool in front of the vampires that are around him.
Later, why don't you recap what you've learned in your travails with them and tell them how it makes you feel, because I know that I am feeling a little violent.
Well, I just ate, so my violence level just went down a little bit. So here's what I've learned from you two, from following you all night. Not in a creepy stalker way, but a little bit in a creepy stalker way. Only if you think I'm creepy or a stalker. Anyway, not the
I
point.
don't.
Slater's really cool. Not creepy.
Thank you.
This is stressing you out, Prudence. Add a hunger die.
So, Stevie, your memory was not wiped. You remember the events of tonight. You told Charles the events of tonight. Charles doesn't remember the events of tonight. You tried to tell him, didn't really work. Or he's more or less believing you. I guess he believes you now, though. That's fine. That's a problem for later. We also learned that Johnny, your good buddy, he's dead. Sorry. Not sorry, though. He tried to kill Prudence and Marceline. So
He was delicious. I mean, what?
I mean,
Sorry.
you still with me? Okay, cool. So then I follow you two here, and you're looking through research, trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Then you so gracefully gave up information that you've had these type of memory wipes before, where you feel like you've been roofied but not roofied. That was your exact words, I believe. So yeah, especially involving your friend, who is, by the way, very much so dead. Just to clarify.
Okay, a little
deserved it.
aggressive about his dead friend. He doesn't
Well-
remember how weird Johnny was being.
Johnny
We
tried
all
to kill
remember
me.
how weird Johnny was. Yeah,
He was-
I'm not
he
a
was
big
a
fan
little
of
weird.
Johnny. To be clear, I'm on team we don't need Johnny, but Chaz liked Johnny.
Anyway, after feeding, I feel refreshed and rejuvenated. So I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret.
You're vampires?
Oh my god! No, we're kindred. Come on now.
It's different?
I'm still learning.
Is this what we call
But
ourselves?
apparently. And we also don't sparkle.
Bummer.
I know.
Was it-
Maybe we would
Twilight does exist in this universe, by the way. The whole movie
Okay,
franchise
actually,
does.
Chicago.
The whole
lore.
movie franchise does.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That was like probably the most disappointing part.
Sorry.
The only thing that doesn't exist in this universe is the game Vampire the Masquerade. Everything else exists.
So as this conversation is going on and they're doing the whole you I glance at I just have an analog watch because that's all I really need. I glance at my watch, and speaking of all of this,
It's 12:15 right now.
we do have a deadline on this. More people will be coming to, and I gesture to the belt that Slater is now wearing. Kill us, and subsequently probably you as well. So, where do you stand? Do you want to be one of us? Do you want to be dinner? How can you make yourself useful to me at this point? Because in the end,
Marceline,
that's all that matters.
sorry.
Can say it.
Marceline, you really like the way Stevie smells. Add 2 hunger dice.
2?
Add 2.
Yep.
By the way, in case it wasn't clear, those are your only 2 options.
Wait.
Be a vampire or get killed?
And I'm quite hungry.
You smell really good, and it's kind of dangerous. Just saying.
Stevie's gonna pivot on the foot that she had stepped forward with and look at Chaz and be like, what are you hiding? We have 2 options. Just tell the truth so that we can decide.
Do you guys like flying?
I don't know yet.
Do you guys
Stevie.
like reading memories and manipulating people?
I can do that already.
Marceline, can you do that? I thought you were new.
All of that. You learn it pretty fast.
The
As
memory
long as you have a good
thing,
sire.
I will say, the memory
So,
thing.
I'm like sniffing the air because I'm like,
Okay, we're making a decision very
Stevie,
quickly.
Stevie,
I'm
Stevie,
sorry. I
Stevie,
have some
please.
residual questions, and it seems like Chaz knows things, and everybody
I
else knows
feel
things,
like
and I'm used
Prudence-
to knowing things.
I forgot that you
Prudence-
scream talk when you're nervous. And then
Prudence,
just
you said
keep
you're
going.
smelling?
yes.
You smell something really bad.
So
Where
You
does
smell-
it
yeah.
smell from? Where's the bad smell coming from?
Can't tell that right off the bat, but you smell something not cool.
Does it
like
smell-
it's offensive.
Like something that I've smelled before?
Uh-huh.
Do I know what that smell is?
Not yet. Can't quite put your finger on it, but it's offensive.
Something
Marceline-
in here reeks.
Marceline and Slater start to smell it too. You can't. It's something faint. Faint. It's not strong, but it's something that like it's not worth, derailing what your focus is right now, because you're giving these 2 an ultimatum.
Yeah, my face starts
you-
to like.
Mm-hmm. Whatever it is, it's like offensive.
Marceline gets closer to
It's
Stevie
not a fart
because
either.
Stevie smells better than what she's smelling.
Yes, that's true.
So
So
Just-
Stevie, last 10 years, I've been in Hungary.
What?
Johnny and I
Hungry.
met Johnny shortly after you and I stopped talking. He sort of felt like a recruit of sorts, like I was gonna go and study somewhere else, and I did. Yada yada yada. He's a hunter. He does have his doctorate, and then the doctorate brought us back to Colombia. I did some training there in Hungary. Now I'm here, and my dissertation is in anthropology with alternative lifestyles, and that is just kind of a cover for what I'm actually doing. But what Johnny and I, our biggest disagreement on is he thought all vampires were bad, and I saw that vampires and humans are basically, you know, they're bad humans, right? And they're good vampires. So, you know, they're fascist human beings and they're leftist vampires, right? They're not all bad. I don't like being threatened, don't get me wrong, but like...
Marceline just interrupts to go, I'm a good one!
She says she's a good one. So...
Well, I think your friend kind of sucked, so I'm in.
I don't hate the idea of being a vampire.
You still live your everyday life.
I don't
Every
want
night's
to drag...
Every night life.
Stevie, I don't want to drag you into this, though.
The way I understand it, my options are become exponentially more powerful than I already am, or die. So you kind of
Prudence
already got me
kinda-
into it, Chaz.
Kind of perks up at that. I'm like her.
Prudence, Marceline, Slater, with your vampiric hearing, you hear a lot of stomping boots come up the stairs of the building. They're the main well of stairs, and it sounds like it's like a group of men stomping out the building and marching, running up the stairs. They're not close, but they're starting to run up the stairs, and it sounds like they have machine. It sounds like they have metal with them, metal objects with them.
I glance to Slater and I'm like, all right. The fucking rancid smell is the smell of the Second Inquisition. You got
Go
any
out the
grenades
window?
on that belt?
Say
Do
that
I have
again.
any what? I'm sorry.
Grenades.
Oh, were there any grenades?
You do not
Storyteller?
have any grenades, Slater.
Okay, is there a
What if I
bottle
just
of
buy you
liquor in
guys
this
time?
room? And a
bottle-
lighter? And a rag?
But you should come with us.
There is a bottle
I
of
can just
rum.
buy you time. I'm still a human. I can literally run down the stairs like, oh my god, the vampires, and it'll give you enough time to run, and then I'll just meet up with you guys later.
I don't... You know,
Also leave out
something
the
tells me
window.
to trust you. But...
You can take me as collateral. And you
So-
can leave her.
Or we both could... Okay.
Let me plant this in the vampires right now as an option. If you do decide to turn either of them, and not fully turn them right away, you can turn them into a half blood or a thin blood in terms of V5, a thin blood. And the way I'm gonna play it is that's like in the movie Lost Boys where you're a half vampire. So what they would do is in order to make them a half blood, or sorry, a thin blood, is that they would drink some of your blood. And
Does it happen immediately?
They turn into a thin blood immediately, which is kind of like a half vampire, not a full vampire. They wouldn't become a full vampire until they make their first kill. And if the vampire that gave them their blood gets killed, then they are no longer thin bloods. And they return to being a regular human. So that's like a halfway point if you want to do that. And the kindred, at least the way in my VTM world, the kindred know that. They all know that they can turn humans into thin bloods first before going full-fledged vampire.
honestly, by the sounds of how many people are out there and how many weapons that I'm now carrying, maybe we should just fuck off. We can carry one of them, or both of them, but separately.
That's what I was thinking.
And you estimate there's about 50 men, possibly most likely vampires, running up the stairs.
Wait, they're vampires?
Vampire hunters, sorry.
Oh.
You estimate. You don't know
Not
for sure if they're...
people.
You estimate they're vampire hunters, yes.
Okay.
You don't know for sure, but you probably guess the way the night's been turning out. and they're running up the stairs, and they're gonna get to you. They're gonna get to your floor, and you estimate in less than 5 minutes.
We need to get underground. I take Chaz, and I'm like, "Would you like to take a nap?" And I'm going to attempt to knock you out.
So before you do that, I need a roll on Chaz first. Chaz, I need you to do another composure roll.
Actually, I'm sorry.
Sure. Yeah, you have time to decide what you're going to do. First, Chaz has to make sure he keeps his composure. So Chaz, composure. This is going to be your composure. And then I want you to add performance. And again, you need 3 successes or more with your 3 dice pool.
All right, here goes nothing. 7, 3, 1.
That's only 1. Would you like to use a willpower point?
Better, yeah.
Okay, so remove 1 willpower point.
Okay.
So now you're down to 4 willpower points. So now you can reroll all 3 of those dice. You need all 3 successes.
All right.
Do you have to reroll all of them, or can you just reroll 2?
He can roll.
The
He
one
can only
success?
do. Yeah, he can only do. He can do less than. It's up to 3 per point.
Okay, I got a 7 again, and a 3, and a 1.
Okay. Would you like to use another willpower point?
Yeah, let me do another
Okay.
willpower point.
So
Well, what
now
happens
you're down to
if-
3.
Can it?
Okay, so
I'll let you.
let me
know
just be
if that's
clear.
happens.
I can roll 2 now to see if I get
You can roll up to 3. Your choice. Most.
up to 3.
I mean, you need 3 successes on this, so you probably should.
I
roll
don't
3.
have 1. Is that what I'm hearing? I don't
Sorry, actually, I take that back. Since you have 1 still from that success. You can re-roll those 2 to try to fill that in with more successes. Does that make sense? You
Yeah.
can keep your success dice that you just
Alright,
rolled,
so
and
here
you
we
can roll. You can re-roll the other 2 to try to get 2 more
Other 2, here we
successes.
go.
Yeah.
8 and 10.
Okay.
All right.
You keep your composure once again.
Okay.
And now, Prudence, what were you about to do to Chaz?
I'm going to compel Chaz to go the fuck to sleep. Should hold your breath until you pass out. What? Do you want me to hit him?
No,
I'm
but
not
why
very-
does he have to be unconscious?
I don't trust him.
It really seems like you could kill him if he wronged you either way, but fine. Okay.
So you make him pass out.
Yeah.
Okay. You pass out, Chaz. And a bulb of garlic falls out of his pocket.
That was the smell that they were smelling.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
He's
I've
a
turned to
stinky
Slater.
man.
We better
He also
actu-
has a gun in the back of his pants,
we better actually need him.
and you
I
smell
see.
silver within that gun as you notice it.
We're turning him now.
I think we should fucking kill him. We need
Turning
to
Don't
go.
kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Make him
You're right.
become who he's trying to fight.
Okay, okay, we need to leave.
Especially what Slater said. We need him. We can't kill him.
Stevie, Marceline, take care of Stevie. We are going, and I give Slater a look. Actually, lead
You hear the
way.
stomping. They're now on the floor where your
Stevie,
guys are at.
piggyback ride.
You hear
Okay.
them running, and they have
Okay.
guns with them. They have
Stevie's
machine
on my
guns.
back, and I'm at the window.
They're running towards you, running towards the window.
Okay, I'm jump out.
Go.
Okay,
Also out the window.
and you hear them, and they go freeze, and they start
I
shooting.
I shoot out.
As I take a leap, like, backwards, like, I turn around, and I pull out my Glock, and I fire back as I shoot, and getting back with this
So they're
man
like
strapped
back
to my
in.
back.
Back, and then they like wait till you turn around, and they go freeze. So I need all 3. I need Mars. So who's carrying Stevie?
Me. She's on my back
Okay,
like a piggyback ride.
So Marceline, I need you to do a check for me to dive out safely without getting hit by bullets.
Okay.
I need you to do so it's gonna be for you dexterity with athletics mixed with
Strength.
strength, dexterity, athletics, strength, and firearms to foresee how the bullets
Okay, I don't have
go at you.
firearms.
So this is okay. So dexterity, strength, athletics, and your dice pool is
It would be 5.
so it's 5. So for this, you need 3 successes
And
to
then
get
I
out
have,
safely.
I have 2
What
hunger.
hunger die? Yep.
Yeah.
So you're gonna replace two of those regular dice with hunger die.
Okay.
You need 3 successes.
Okay. I got 9, 7, and 8. And then
Okay.
for the hunger, 2 and 10.
10.
Yeah.
So you got a messy critical.
How does that work?
So you fly out so hardcore, you don't get hit by bullets. But what you do is you burst, you like Super Saiyan jet in the air, where you overcompensated how much you had to get out, where you go into the stratosphere of how like, or close to it, of
I was
how
gonna say, we'd kill ourselves both.
I'm dead.
how
Yeah.
how far you were, and you let go of Stevie, and Stevie's now falling.
Okay, I zoomed to get her.
Okay, so for this you gotta go down and catch her. So
Yeah.
you're both she's accidentally skydiving down. So for this
Wait,
I need you to
do I
try
have
to catch her.
anything? I'm trying to see if I have any.
Am I also able to see, like, I assume that I jump out after, like, am I able to see that somebody is literally falling from the sky?
Actually, I don't think I took anything.
Screaming.
Yes,
Fine.
Just
yes you do. Yes you do.
screaming.
It's she. So Marceline like darted off like almost the speed of sound, just like she was
What
so
the
quick.
fuck?
And you do notice far away into the sky that she accidentally dropped Stevie. So Stevie, you're awake for this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just
you're falling.
screaming.
And Slater does see it, but she's still far away. Stevie's still very far away. So Marceline, you're gonna try to dive
Yeah.
down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna be dexterity
Okay.
mixed with athletics, and then you choose one more skill.
Survival?
Survival. Yeah.
Okay.
Surviving or helping her survive.
Yeah.
So mix those 3 together.
Okay.
What's your dice pool?
5.
Okay, now replace 2 of those with hunger die. And you need 3 successes for this.
Okay. 8, 10, and 7. And then
8,
for the,
10, and 7, regular 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And
That's
then,
worth a pair. So that's definitely more than enough unless it gets messed up by hunger dice.
Okay, then hunger is 3 and 9.
3 and 9.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. Yeah.
Okay.
You swoop down and you're able to catch Stevie.
And I'm
now
just yelling, sorry.
You are new. You are so new.
So you catch her, and now she's
It's
in
only
your
been
arms.
a few months.
as you're flying, Stevie's like laying horizontally in your arms. And so Slater, I need you to roll to get out of there alive without getting shot by bullets, by hunter bullets, which are probably silver
Yeah.
bullets. So these would definitely hurt. So you're gonna be doing dexterity, and you're going to do athletics, and then go ahead and choose one more skill.
Also, another question. Am I carrying Charles, or is Prudence?
That's up to you. Up to the 2 of you.
What do you think, Prudence?
Your choice.
I feel like character. You know what? I feel like you would have made me do it, so I think I'm gonna do it. And we'll say that when you made him pass out, I caught him, knowing that you were gonna make him fall asleep. So I wouldn't have to pick him up off the ground rather than. Anyway, so dexterity, you said?
Dexterity, athletics, and choose one more skill.
Is there a help feature in this?
A what?
A help feature?
Help feature?
Mhm.
Oh, like helping Slater go off.
Mhm.
Sure. If you're helping, how would you help? How would the character help?
I would be willing to lay down cover, if you will.
Lay down cover?
While they exit the room. While they exit through the window. So I'm firing.
Right.
With one of my guns and one of the Berettas that I am borrowing.
So your dice pool is made up of your dexterity, athletics, and what else was it, Slater?
I was gonna ask if I could either do survival or composure for this. I don't know if that would fit.
You choose. Yeah, either one. That's good.
Okay, I'm gonna go with composure then.
Okay, so composure. Okay, so for this, what's your total dice pool?
7.
Okay, add one more. This will be adding to your composure from the cover that you're receiving from Prudence.
Cool.
So you have 8, a dice pool of 8.
Yeah.
And you have no hunger dice right now, so you're
Correct.
good. So right now, you just need a 3 successes. And with the help from Prudence, giving you cover. It's reminds you like the Matrix.
Oh yeah, 3. Woo, 3
Okay,
even.
cool. So Slater shoots off into the sky with Chaz, carrying unconscious Chaz, and Prudence. You were shooting back at the Second Inquisition. What do you do now? Do you jump after them to fly too? Take off?
I think that I'm going up as opposed to out.
Right.
To the roof.
Okay, so that would be dexterity, athletics, and then you choose one more skill. That would make sense.
Yeah, we're gonna go with dexterity, athletics, and survival as well.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and put your dice pool together, and you need 3 successes. 3 or more.
And I have 2 hunger die.
And 2 hunger die, oh boy.
Oh wait, so I don't need that.
Uh-oh.
10s across the board?
Oh shit. Okay. So when you go to leave, you're so goddamn hungry that
There's one of them out of the fucking window with me. I'm like, I'm taking a snack.
You go to like jump, and how does Prudence like scream when they're hangry? When she's hangry?
This mic is not great for screams.
You could describe it.
But it's very much like a guttural from like diaphragm, chest, and it comes up kind of like a burbling scream, and ends on like a really high pitched, like screeching noise to the point if someone heard, like the people that hear it are just like, is that like metal scraping and like rending against each other?
So what happens is that as you're screaming, you know how our voices go out when they scream?
Mm-hmm.
This is like a black hole where things are being sucked to you, like as you're screaming. And the force from your feet is now rumbling the building itself. And as you're screaming, in your hunger rage, your hangry rage, 4 of the guys that were shooting at you, their hearts burst out of their chest, and they go into your hands, and you leap off of the ground where you were on that floor in Chaz's office, and you leave a crater in the building. The building just and shatters glass. And then there's like this like immense hole that just gets like opened up, and the rest of the guys that were in shooting at you fall out of the building, and they fall to the ground, splat on the ground. You thrust into the air, and there's like a streak of light behind you, and you go towards Slater, Marceline, and you have 4 human hearts, bloody, gushing, like big like fruit gushers, but they're blood in your hands. And you uncontrollably eat all 4 of them because you were so goddamn hungry. And you left a crater in the Columbia building's office where Chaz and Johnny's offices were, and the rest of those vampire hunters fell out, including the ones where their hearts are ripped out of their chest. That's what happens when you get all 10, including hunger dice. Now you're flying through the air, and Slater and Marceline and Stevie
10's on my hunger dice and 10's on my skill checks. Like,
just witness all of that. They just witnessed all of that. Prudence doing this like super duper super vampire move, and now we're flying through the air.
Marceline sighs.
And you have a burp coming up, Prudence, from that.
I just like let out a little gross bubble, but it's a blood bubble, and it just kind of pops on the side and leaves like a cute little like kiss mark of a bubble, but blood bubble.
How do you react to this, Marceline, Slater, and Stevie? Chaz is pass out.
He's like, Prudence is the best.
Would that noise not have woken him up?
Chaz, you wake yourself up through a snore. The snore is brought on by the chaos that just happened. And you're flying through the sky, too, with Slater.
Oh!
Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm.
I'm calm.
You can see the crater in the building from behind you, Chaz, as
Don't look at that.
you're flying away.
I turn around and like am flying backwards as Slater is flying towards me with this person on their back, and I'm just like, garlic, silver bullets, we should drop you right now.
I'm not gonna drop you.
I glare at you.
What do you do, Chaz? Do another composure check for me. This one's gonna be your composure. You need 3 successes composure with your performance.
Yep, so it's the same as last time.
Yep,
Right.
3 successes.
Here we go.
And you only have 3 willpower left,
I
right?
sure do.
Yep, 3 points of willpower. Go for it. As Prudence is threatening you, got to keep your composure.
4,
do you have?
3, 7. So okay.
Do you 4, 3, 7? So you'd have to re-roll all 3, right?
Yeah.
With another point.
Well, the 7 is that not?
Oh, sorry, 7 counts.
So
Yeah.
there's 2, yeah.
So 2. You got to reuse a point.
Yeah, reuse a point, a willpower point.
So now you're down to 2.
Yep, down to 2.
Okay.
And that
Stop
is
saying things that make women angry.
9 and 6. It's 9 and 6.
Okay.
Success.
So yeah, all together successes, right? Okay. So you keep your composure as Prudence is threatening you, as after she found out you had silver bullets, a gun and silver bullets, and a bulb of garlic.
Can I don't know, respond to this, or I probably should.
You
just
should
shut up.
just
Okay.
stop talking.
Yeah. Okay.
There will be
Pretend to go back to sleep or something. I don't know.
And Stevie is being carried with you too.
Marceline, please don't take this the wrong way, but I think I want one of them to turn me. Is that okay?
Oh, completely. I don't know what I'm doing if I did.
Yeah, I've
never done it
given everything
before.
that's happened, I feel extremely stressed at the prospect.
I would. That's too much responsibility.
Thank you for understanding.
So what direction are the vampires flying towards? North, east, south, towards the lake, towards
Somewhere still dark. Maybe like a park that has a lot of foliage.
Okay. At this point, it's about 1:30 right now.
I feel like we would have
1:30 a.m.
somewhere that, a safe house or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we have like an underground safe house?
The safe
in the
house
basement.
was my club.
It's the basement
Our
of.
home.
It's either Slater's club or it's also the basement of the Holiday Club.
But what about like our home?
Oh, wait. It's 80s night at the Holiday Club. That's what I heard. So we gotta go. Listen,
fuck.
I was turned in the 80s, man. We gotta go.
Oh.
And there's a
that
hideout
tracks.
underground. All right, so we're heading to 80s night, right?
Absolutely.
And that's where we'll end the session for tonight.
We've got some explaining to do.
I am stressed.
Wow. Very eventful.
This man has been lying to me for weeks. I just
For
want
10
to say,
years, you
this
mean.
man, but this Jay, the human man Jay, has been lying to the human woman Claire for weeks.
He said he's been hungry for a long time.
Uh-huh.
Or
Damn.
from Hungary.
He
or
was
spent
in
time
Hungary.
you-
I did some time in Hungary.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to say.
You were in prison in Hungary?
I was in prison in Hungary.
She dropped me out of the air.
Awesome.
We're
Hey,
back to burn
oh, sorry.
down Columbia.
Oh
Fuck.
my god.
No evidence.
Yeah,
For being
was
the
an
art school that
improvement.
was next to Columbia,
that's
I'm fine with that.
The Camarilla might be kind of mad about
They're
that
going
too.
to be so fucking pissed.
I just like
Cam-
chose Columbia, which
Yeah.
is like a school that like no one takes seriously.
Yeah, the Camarilla might be after you too after that display.
Pretty
feel
good
like
for
they
a
would
cover. That's why I said don't look it up. You know. It's-
The Boomer vampires, as well as the Second Inquisition, and a guy who's been carrying garlic and silver bullets this whole time.
The black is
Um,
hot.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
Well, hey, viewers, listeners, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll be returning next week with part 3 of 3 of BLOODPOOL. So
I'll miss
please join
it.
us then. Yeah, this is just revving up.
I
getting
feel like we need a
excited.
bonus episode.
We
As
do.
like, independent.
Where they're
if-
just hanging out.
I mean,
shawarma? You made me
I will-
do-
Holiday special.
I'm up for it. If y'all would like to do that, I'm totally up for it.
I
We'll
would
check in
love
again
to
on it next
revisit.
week. Yeah, let's check in again next week and see how we feel. I'd be totally up for it. So thanks for joining us, everybody. Again, I'm Dash Gierhart. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You can see on the overlay if you're watching us at Dash Gierhart. That's DashGierhart. And yeah, check us out again. You can check out the other Journey Punks episodes as well. And I think at the time of this recording, at the time of this streaming being posted on YouTube and podcasts, and Twitch, campaign 1 is wrapping up. There's only like 1 episode left. So yeah. And also I'm really enjoying doing this side game and planning on doing more because this is awesome. Let's go around and plug our stuff. Let's start with Canoodle.
You can find me on Canoodle on Twitter, or Canoodle Art on Instagram. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
commissions of characters.
And they're awesome.
And
yeah,
I like
lots
drawing.
of really cool. Hire commission
I
Canoodle.
just like drawing faces.
They're fantastic. And sweet Janine, you're next.
In a weird way, but not in a weird way. Sorry to be distracted. Is that a picture of Dash on your desk? Have you been drawing Dash?
This
It's-
right here.
Yeah.
This is a K-pop boy.
Oh, it's just
Oh,
like
no.
God damn it.
Oh
V?
no.
Is that V? Who is that?
not the first time I've been mistaken for a K-pop guy.
I feel like the photo is very similar to a photo that
I'm
you
flattered.
have, and
It's
at
the
least from-
ear. You could see the ear blurred.
I'm
Like
flattered.
the fluffy hair.
yeah.
From a distance, I could see.
I'm flattered. That's a handsome. That's a handsome person. So I'm
He's
flattered.
a very handsome.
Anyway,
Yeah.
enough ass
Is it
kissing.
V?
It is.
Okay.
Please don't send
I
the camera
don't mind
after
it.
me.
I don't mind it. Maybe the camera will go easier on you after you please the god of this world.
Anyway, I am
That's
Janine,
hilarious.
also known as Blips and Chits, also known as the biggest ass kisser on this stream tonight, apparently. And you can find me on Twitter at Blips and Chits, and I have my pinned tweet there, which is not really accurate, but you know what? I do be on Twitter announcing my things as they happen. And yeah, by the time this stream comes out, I will have a few more exciting Halloween streams posted for you guys to all view.
Oh yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter, and the key to all of your dreams will be unlocked.
Indeed. Hell yeah. Kiwi, you're next.
Sam.
That was so deep. You've already unlocked all my dreams, baby.
Love Hollow Note song.
Anyway, as somebody that Janine also wants to be a K-pop boy, she wants me to cut my hair. So, anyway, moving forward from that,
We could start a K-pop group, Kiwi.
we could do that.
I think Kiwi has. Is the K stand for Kiwi?
The K in K-pop is for Kiwi.
Kiwi pop.
Kiwi pop. Anyway, I am Kiwi, and today I played Slater, and you can find me on Twitter at K is Evergreen. I always post what I'm doing there typically. So yeah, follow me there, and you can see more stuff that I do.
Yeah. And Janine and Kiwi are on and involved with Total Party Chill, and that is an amazing stream show that you all should check out. Wonderful people that are on there, other friends as well. We love them. I love them. So check them out. Sweet. Claire, you're next.
It's me. I've been Claire after all. I'm still Claire after all around the internet. And I was Stevie. And might still be next week. TBD if she falls out of the sky again.
Marceline, whoops.
It's
get
Claire
having a
after
baby
fall
vampire.
for real.
Yeah, it is Claire after fall for real.
After fall. Claire after fall. Nice. And Jay.
Hey, I'm Jay. I don't have a Twitch name. I'm just Jay.
So beleaguered.
I'm on Twitter at
Fun word.
KisslerJ. I'm on Instagram at J with 9 A's. That's JAYWITH 9 AS. So you're better off following me on Twitter. Anyway, I have a play coming up this month. The dates I have in front of me. This is part of the Twin Cities Horror Festival. If you're in the Twin Cities, I'll be in a play that is kind of scattershot dates. It's only 5 performances. But yeah, go to Twin Cities Horror Fest. I think they have a website. Yeah, check that out.
It's bloody, right, Jay?
It's extremely bloody.
Sweet.
I have pictures.
Vampires.
It's much blood.
Vampires love bloody.
Yeah, we do some interesting things with a variety of tools. So
nice. And Twin Cities Horror Fest is awesome. I can say that from experience. And yeah, go check out Jay's show if you're in the area.
If you're in
for
town,
sure.
yeah.
Or go to town and see Jay, which I still need to do. So it's been years. It's overdue. I need to do that. So because you came to Chicago last year, so it's my turn. So
yeah, I could more easily come to Chicago.
You got a lot of friends here. Let's
true.
see you.
I don't exist here.
San Francisco, there's a lot of friends too in the Bay Area. Wink. Cool.
So don't see Anna when I'm in Chicago is what
I don't exist here.
All right. I don't know Anna.
I've been friends with Anna for a few years now, and I've only been in the presence of Anna physically once. So.
Besides conventions.
Have we met at conventions though?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have. Okay, you're right. Yeah.
But like outside of conventions, yeah, it was like once at
at Pat's
house.
party.
Yeah.
Pat's birthday party. Yeah.
Years ago too. It was like not even.
Yeah. That was years ago. We'll make things happen. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Yeah, go ahead and follow these people. I can vouch for all of them that they're all amazing and just wonderful people. Love being friends with all of them. Love playing this game with all of them, and I'm very honored that they decided to use their time to be on this show, be on this game, play this game. So yeah, check them out, support them, and with that said, we'll see you next week. And I am switching over to the ending screen now. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe out there, and have a great spooky season. See you soon. Oh yeah, we're now on the ending screen. We'll leave it on here for about 60 seconds. How'd everybody feel about tonight?
Good.
I can't even pick.
I mean, I finally fucking ate, so that was good.
I mean, once again, I have.
You're muted.
Well, I'm sure they can hear me through your mic.
Oh, okay.
I we can.
Here, let me hold it up.
Terrible. Once again, just fucking shit up left and right. My God.